Poor dead flower. When did you forget that you were a flower? When did you look at your skin and decide you were an impotent, dirty old locomotive? The ghost of a locomotive. The specter and shade of a once powerful, mad American locomotive. You were never an old locomotive sunflower, you were a sunflower. And you, locomotive, you are a locomotive, forget me not. So I grabbed up the skeleton thick sunflower and stuck it at my side like a scepter and delivered my sermon to my soul and Jack's soul too, and anyone who will listen. We're not our skin of grime. We're not our dread, bleak, dusty, imageless locomotive. We're all beautiful golden sunflowers inside. We're blessed by our own seeds and golden, hairy, naked accomplishment bodies growing into mad, black, formal sunflowers in the sunset. Bite on by our eyes, under the shadow of the mad locomotive riverbank sunset Bristol tin can evening. How many flies buzz round you, innocent of your grime, while you curse the heavens of the railroad and your flower soul? Poor dead flower.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. My name's Caleb Beissert. It's great to be your host tonight. We're, of course, coming at you live from Asheville, North Carolina, here in the U.S. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Keep it locked here. We got a whole bunch of amazing performers on the list tonight. I'm going to kick things off with some poetry. Y'all enjoy. This first one's called How to Overcome Stage Fright. 1. Live where language has been forgotten. Words you speak become the nonsense speech of dreams. Scorpions remain hidden. Their metaphors sting. Fugitive image so few have seen can't be saved. Go ahead. Forget. Live in joy. The tragedy of our tongues lays waste to what we've gained. Once we grew hands, working digits, vine networks flowered in new art, words erased in decaying air. I suppose there's beauty in art that remains hidden, left in remote caves, forgotten in attics, abandoned in back alleys by trash cans and chain link fences. Left not for praise, but for beauty itself. Left for the unknown. Speak out of that star fire of thousand lamp darkness into the moon hearts of eyes you can't see. My foreign voice howls with poetry one friend understands. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, come on. Hey, you got to tune in here to Poetry Open Mic. We got a good show coming at you. I think we're going over to Delaware here in just a second with Christopher T. George, and we'll post that list here in just a second. We also got Wesley and Rachel lined up tonight, and we got some spots down at Sovereign Kava. So y'all check that out. We'll be checking in with Sovereign Kava here in just a little bit. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna read a couple more poems. Just want to let you know we do this every Wednesday night, and you can sign up in the Poetry Open Mic AVL group on Facebook every week and reserve a spot on the list. This week we actually happen to have some extra spots open, so if anyone wants to jump in, we'll post the StreamYard link. That's for performers. Y'all jump in there, enter your name, and click enter the broadcast studio, and we'll get you on as soon as a spot opens up. Also, our theme music tonight is by Max Melner, and this is the Kava Lactones, or the Lactones. The Lactones will be playing June 5th at Sovereign Kava, 5 to 9 p.m., so come out and party with us on June 5th. It'll be a good time. Also, I want to say voting is open now for Mountain Express Best Of, and we'd really like to keep our title of Best Open Mic in Western North Carolina. So if y'all could just take a minute to go and fill out the survey, vote for some stuff, vote for Poetry Open Mic Asheville and Sovereign Kava Best Open Mic and Sovereign Kava Best Kava Bar in Asheville. Y'all check it out. Voting is open now through the end of the month. If you're here in Asheville and you have voted for us, we offer you a free shot of Kava at the Kava Bar. So pick up your free shot. Just show them the completed survey on your phone or whatever. And we really appreciate it. Thanks, Mountain Express. Y'all vote for us. All right. I want to give an extra special plug to our technical director tonight, Morgan Beissert, keeping the gears running. We really appreciate you, Morgan. All right. This next one's called Song of the Dried Up Waterfall. It had red wolves around it, skeletal and derelict old crystal-veined rock, corridors of mountain keep secrets of an ancient world, and wind in directions of pre-colonial trails, bear trails before humans used them. In the still forest, darting movement in eye corners and half-heard voices. The old people who walk the trails believe in forest spirits, otherworld lights in the woods. Even I have seen the unacknowledged panther, locked eyes for a brief moment at my door. Though we cannot see where the waterfall has gone, we see where it fell from the granite side of the gorge. The waves of a riverbed covered in echoes of hundred and bloody and careful and olden. When the mushrooms sprout from the decaying trees and tiny blueberries gather the sun and become sweet from it, more appear everywhere. Once you find one more, the perfect ones, darkened by days like photo negatives. In the afternoon of well-played tricks, there will be no interruptions, but clouds and motorcycles. Thanks, y'all. This one's called Weymouth Path. The pines continue to look into my dreams, peering in the still August evening into the old southern mansion where there's always a sound in the night, where the road cruises, where test missiles explode in the distance and skew-jaw the pictures on the walls. A ragged motel on a roadside called the Whispering Pines Motel when I drive home. Sad vacations from the past, screaming family fights at picnics with red checkered blankets. Couples argue over directions. The highway becomes little towns on the horizon. I cross towns off the map. Mountains vanish into flatland. A gopher tortoise eases into sedges. Dark trails curl through woods. My dreams continue to look through the perfect trunks of the long-leaf pines that turn into mist, where all that is lost goes. Thanks a lot. I got two more for you. One original, one cover poem. Thanks for tuning in tonight. This is called Repetitive Stone Amulet. Sandstone slabs, fallen ravine, blue shades, every dwelling steer clear, sober, ended up joker cards on every surface of the slum home, spray paint fingers, tobacco, whiskey, cup slammed, breakfast never gave up on beating hummingbird, pumps, hurricane, plasma, and same fabric of cosmic parachute revealed, a speck of dust contained us, the everyone we've ever known, those love towers of unarrangement, unknown baby's breath and dark carnation, simple recitation of lines from eyes, pushing the land shark across the last lawns of the suburbs, hero of the suburbs, in the early sunlight, exploded heart, seasons weeping, edges of sharp memory, a constant killing ground of lost cats and raptors radiating above one last time. Let the coffee be somewhat warm at least. Let joy come hard when it comes, and the grief, tough bristles that pass with the nights, and all our troubles be reconciled in the deep whale songs of the oceans, the ancient speech of turtles. Let us see the beauty of tree trunks. Let us work in the valley of broken light bulbs. Let us fail until we fail enough to get it right. Let us be the tree trunks, standing on the shoulders of giants, growing everywhere. Let that be what we set out to. Let rains come, let stars fall, let dirt cover, and let go, let grow, let go, let grow, let grow. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I also want to say we really appreciate the comments. We love to hear from our viewers. Thank you, viewers. We love you. What's up, Brandy? Good to hear from you. Much love. Zen, how's it going? Yes. All right. We do have some open mic spots available tonight if anyone else wants to jump on and get it. Yes, and big shout out to Morgan. Y'all all rock. Keep the comments coming. We really love to hear from your viewers. Let us know how you're doing, what you're up to. How's it going? All right. I have one last poem for you. This is a poem that's near and dear to my heart. By the great poet W.S. Merwin. This is called "For a Coming Extinction." Gray whale. Now that we are sending you to the end, that great God, tell him that we who follow you invented forgiveness and forgive nothing. I write as though you could understand, and I could say it. One must always pretend something among the dying. When you have left the seas nodding on their stalks, empty of you, tell him that we were made on another day. The bewilderment will diminish like an echo, winding along your inner mountains, unheard by us, and find its way out, leaving behind it the future, dead, and ours. When you will not see again the whale calves trying the light, consider what you will find in the black garden and its court. The sea cows, the great auks, the gorillas, the irreplaceable hosts ranged countless and foreordaining as stars our sacrifices. Join your word to theirs. Tell him that it is we who are important. All right. Thank you for tuning in to Poetry Open Mic tonight. Those were words by W.S. Merwin and some original words as well. Thanks for the comments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out. Miss you too, Brandy. Y'all rock. Thanks for being out there tonight. We're going to get to some performers now. I think we got Christopher George ready to go here in Delaware. Asheville to Delaware. We're coming up. Y'all do have to make a whole bunch of noise, though. I know I can't technically hear you, but, maybe if you're loud enough, I might hear you. Especially down there at the Kava bar, I want to hear some noise for sure. Let's give it up for the performers tonight. Up first on the mic, Christopher T. George. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. Christopher, welcome.
Hi there, Caleb. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic this evening. How are we doing tonight?
All right, good. We had a thunderstorm come through a little bit earlier, and some drenching rain, which means I don't have to go out and water, which I'm happy about.
Yes, I can relate to that. Yeah, it's been a rather dry spring here.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
I've been doing quite a bit of watering, and we just got our thunderstorm yesterday. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So very, very good. What have you been up to? Christopher's a master of many trades, the historian, poet, writer, editor. What are you working on these days, Christopher?
Well, I heard from a friend of mine who has become president of her local Daughters of the War of 1812 chapter, and she wants to emphasize women in the War of 1812, and we're going to work on a project, maybe a book on that, and so on. And so
indeed, fascinating
stuff happening.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, I imagine. Women have certainly played a huge role in most battles, wars.
Yeah, well, certainly.
Maybe not on the front lines necessarily. Maybe on the front
nursing men who've come back from battle, wounded men, and so on. And Mary Pickersgill made the Star Spangled Banner, and Dolly Madison saved the full-length portrait of George Washington from the White House.
From the White House, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a number of stories to be told.
Yeah, indeed. Well, cool. Very good. And you brought some poems tonight as well?
Yeah, I do. And I've read before from this autobiographical poem that I've written, Toxteth, put out in the 1970s.
Very cool. I like that cover.
Yeah, and but Toxteth came to mean something else. This came out in 1976, but in 1981 there were riots in Toxteth at the time of Margaret Thatcher, and it had a racial element to it, a lot of burning and looting and so on, much like the riots that have taken place in the last year or so. So I wanted to read a poem by my friend Adrian Henry from his book Penny Arcade about the Toxteth riots, and I'll lead off with that and then lead into my creation.
Fantastic. Well, let's turn it over to you. Everyone put your hands together one more time for Christopher T. George.
This is Adrian Henry's Talking Toxteth Blues. And I should explain a couple of things. Well, Upper Parley, he's talking about Upper Parliament Street, which is one of the longest streets of Liverpool as you approach the city centre. But it was an area also with a lot of West Indian immigrants and other immigrants from Africa and so on. And as I just said to Caleb, there were riots there in 1981. A famous ballroom, the Rialto, was burned, and there was a lot of looting and so on. When he talks about scuffers or busies, they're both nicknames for police. Adrian Henry's Talking Toxteth Blues. Well, I woke up this morning. There was buzzing overhead. Saw the helicopter as I got out of my bed. Smelled the smell of burning. Saw the buildings fall. Bulldozers pulling down next door's wall. Toxteth nightmare, yes, city with a hangover. Then I remembered what happened last night. The sirens and the shouting and the TV lights. Banging on the riot shields, petrol bombs in flames. Cars are blazing, shattered window frames. Felt sick to my stomach. Don't cry for me, Upper Parley. Saw a busy lying, blood pouring from his head. Saw one stop a paving stone, thought he was dead. Heard the sound of engines in the bright orange night. Saw the headlights blazing, saw the crowd in flight. One of them didn't run fast enough. Land Rovers, long way from the farm. Well, I saw the chief constable up on the TV and the superintendents, but they never saw me. Saw the Home Secretary and the Minister for Riots, and all of them social workers who just never keep quiet. Never met one of them, neither did the coppers. Saw a woman walking in the firelight's glare. Hey, Auntie Maggie, what are you doing there? Arms full of liquor and a portable TV. Said, all the rest of them are doing it, why not me? Do yourself a favor, son. Nice music center, just over there. Well, I thought a bit about it, and I took her advice. Crowd was having fun, and the goods looked nice. Then a scuffer copped me, and they threw me in the van. Took me off to Risley and the magistrate man. Exemplary sentence. Act as a deterrent. Law and order. Toxteth nightmare. City with a hangover. Okay, I'm going to read, as I say, from my autobiographical poem, Toxteth. This is the beginning of it. Liverpool actually did have a pool at one time, and I have a couple of maps that showed Liverpool as it used to be with the pool. That's the castle there on the high street, and another one where they call the opening of the pool the sea lake, and pool further up there, and that's where Toxteth was on this side, right over there. Okay. Lavered pool, lift-rig pool, purple seaweeds swaying in the sea lake below the castle as the tide moves up the Mersey, and rocks a wooden ship at anchor arrived from Ireland, the royal banner flowing from the masthead, a blazing star and a crescent moon. Liverpool fur clogs the Sunday streets, a juggler entertaining on a street corner. Russet-clad, he juggles seagull eggs, while children jostle to watch him. The juggler grins at them, his lips parting to exhibit a mouth with black and broken teeth. Toxteth, the royal forest across the common, dew on purple foxgloves, odor of damn hummus. The sound of a footfall, a red deer bolts from cover, its antlered head thrown back in panic. A volley of arrows invades the forest air. The deer hurtles groundward, arrows sunk in its flank. All of this I read as a schoolboy traveling on an airplane, returning once more to America. And what did I remember of my native city, Liverpool, an ocean's width behind me? No, not those ancient images culled from a book, though those pictures were a part of my dreams. I had no memory of a wooden ship rocked by the tide in a sea lake below a castle. When I left Liverpool that first time, I sailed from the city's floating landing stage, centerpiece of a 7-mile line of docks cramped with vessels from around the earth. No juggler made clever with seagull eggs, But at a children's party at a Masonic lodge, a magician pretended to make a hen's egg appear from nowhere, except that I saw it was not a real egg at all, but only one of wood painted white. The lay-nosed stag pierced with arrows on the brown-green moss of a forest floor, but I remembered a wide-open golf course, and that I cried when I saw a lamb stumbling down a slope, bloody from a speeding golf ball, and that I screamed for someone to help it. Toxteth, miles of similar terraced houses, street after street, brickwork grimed with soot, bomb sites flat with detritus of brick and glass, the hospital where I was born, prison-like behind a faceless wall. The traffic groans by on Smithdown Road to and from the city centre. Toxteth, where my granddad lived as a boy, and where on a cobbled street sloped to the docks, he watched the Gordon Highlanders march to a ship bound for South Africa, and the Boer War, bagpipes swirling, kilts of green and blue swaying, the red tunics the Boers found such excellent targets. Toxteth, to which the Mersey Forge brought prosperity, its tall chimney stacks spewing smoke, its sprawling stockyards crammed with scrap ready for the ravenous monster steam hammer, whose clang could be heard everywhere in the city until a court injunction silenced it and the works closed. Amazing that where I was born once flourished a royal forest. For the Lord John the King placed Smithdown in the forest and gave Thingwall to a certain poor man in exchange for it. Now the forest is gone. Chickweed and grass today struggle to grow on the wastes of bomb sites. And it was also within the ancient boundaries of the forest, in one of those dark streets, that my mum and dad took me to live with them in an upstairs flat in a 50-year-old house overlooking the worn flagstones of a walled backyard and a mean alley separating us from similar houses. Looking back now, it seems to me I was always ill. Once an ambulance came for me late at night after a bus jolted suddenly, and I was hurled down the aisle, my head smashing against a metal pole. A man from the corporation offered Mum a sum of £6 in compensation, and she took it. Once, when I had whooping cough, my dad drove me on his motorbike, strapped to his back, northward to get the benefit of the sea air at Southport. But in the country, I began to feel sick, and we had to stop at the side of the road so that I could vomit in the long grass of the ditch. The best was always my grandparents in Egbert, a house built as part of the Garden City of the 30s. My granddad's greenhouse, a fascination, purple grapes high under the roof, tomatoes turning red in the heat, close by rhubarb, black currant bushes and blackberries. My nana's button box mooched from the dining room sideboard, buttons of every shape and color, teeming, a shiny brass button with an anchor stamped on it that my uncle had worn on a destroyer during the war, the mother of pearl buttons that had been stitched down the front of my great-grandmother's wedding dress. And there was the lure of the coal fire with shapes fantastic and fascinating to my imagination, embers of pink, purple, orange, and red, glowing as I sat near it, the heat on my face, and I watched castles and mountains mutating with each second in an area where new stories unfolded every night. Multicolored dolly mixtures melting sweet in my mouth, At Nana's golf club, scones and a glass of orange juice. The walk up to the golf links past Robin Hood's stone, the slab of weathered red sandstone towering above me, the worn hand-deep grooves formed, they say, when Romidod sharpened his arrows upon it. And sometimes my grandparents took me to Hilbury, an island in the Dee across the Wirral Peninsula. The train from Liverpool, a long green caterpillar, coasting into the quiet of West Kirby Station and meeting the red buffers with a jolt. The doors fling wide and trippers stream out. Wicker baskets, thermos flasks, wads of sandwiches, oranges, fruitcake borne down to the sands. The long trip to Hilbury at low tide, ridges of sand hard below bare feet, squelchy black mud to get through. The chill of clear, cold streams as you splash in them and watch small shrimps and crabs scutter away from you. We eat sandwiches on the treeless expanse of Hilbury. Sea pinks wave on the peaty turf in coarse grass. Seals bask in the estuary. Sandpipers call. The cliffs of red sandstone plunge below us. That sandstone so vulnerable to the gentle tide, which causes Hilbury to dwindle more each year. And in later years, I wrote a poem about Hilbury, in pale imitation of Dylan Thomas's Fern Hill. Hilbury Island, time was on your side, laughing quietly. Hilbury Island, as the tide lapped your sands warm and clear. Hilbury Island, rising since the dawn of time. Cliffs of red sandstone warm in the endless summer. And now my mom and dad tell me that we were going to begin a new life in the United States of America, somewhere 3,000 miles across the ocean, for which I have to have my photograph taken, and a man smears black stuff on my fingers because he needs my fingerprints. It is dark January. The ship leaves the landing stage. On the brown waters of the Mersey, now black with night, the Canard liner sails out of Liverpool Bay. The lights of the city are now dots on the horizon, green and white and orange, reflecting in the water. They disappear in black, and everything is left behind. And I'll read more next time, Caleb. Look forward to it. Thank you.
And thank you, Christopher T. George. Christopher George, y'all. Thank you so much, Christopher. Yeah, I like those autobiographical poems. I know you've read some of those before, but yeah, it's good. It's good to hear that stuff.
All right.
All right. Well, as always, thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you, Caleb. See you then. Stay safe.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, give it up one more time for Christopher T. George. Yes. Christopher T. George joining us from Delaware tonight. We're going to go out to LA next. And where we got Wesley. I think LA. And but I do want to remind everyone to please vote for us. Poetry Open Mic ASHEViLLE at Sovereign Kava in the Mountain Express Best of Western North Carolina. There's the link right there. If you're hanging out while you're watching MiC or something tonight, take a few minutes and complete the survey on there. Vote for your favorite places in Asheville. You know, we hope you will vote for open mic, and for best open mic, Poetry Open Mic ASHEViLLE, and Sovereign Kava for best Kava bar. So, yes. Thanks, y'all. We really appreciate it. We want to keep the title.
I don't wanna do this anymore.
And we got some comments coming in here. We appreciate it. Comments for Christopher T. George. Thanks, y'all. We always love to hear from our viewers. So y'all type some comments in, and there's the link for the Mountain Express. Y'all vote for Sovereign Kava on Mountain Express right there. There's the link, and yeah, tap our like button, share it. Send us some comments. We love to hear from y'all. All right, we're going around the world here. Another comment there for Christopher. Yeah, appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. There's that link again. Alright. We're going all over the place tonight. We're just in Delaware. We're going to fly out to Los Angeles, California now, where we got Wesley Hine in the house with us tonight, the virtual house. So, y'all got to make a whole bunch of noise for him to hear you out there. Y'all give it up for Wesley. Wesley, what's up, brother?
Hey, Caleb. Can you hear me?
How you doing? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How you doing tonight?
Good. Froze up.
Oh, cool.
meeting?
We. Yeah. Hi, my name is Caleb. I'm an open micaholic. And other holics things, but welcome to the circle here. Thanks for being with us tonight. You bring some poems to read for us?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm
all right.
Yeah. Let me plug this little book here. Beatum Literary Journal. I'm a budding beat scholar, and I'm very excited to have this. This is the second time I've been in this journal, and
yeah, I've heard of that one. That's cool.
Yeah,
congrats.
Nice. The artwork is just killer. Like, this is a picture of a Mary Baraka.
Of course, yeah.
And yeah, I got another article about William Burroughs in there that I'm excited about. Even if you're not a Beat Generation nerd, if you're into the counterculture at all, I mean, a lot of the things that are happening in the country have happened before, and so anything about the 50s and conservatism and oppressive culture and our response is pretty relevant. It's a good little journal. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, I also encourage everyone to check it out. I'll have to grab a copy of that issue, because as some of you all know who tune into the show, I am a big fan of the beats. A lot of kind of trace a little bit of my poetry lineage through the beat generation of writers, and the baby beats and so forth. It's just kind of continued, and they also they paved the way for a lot of what's going on today. And that's really cool. We'll have to check that out. But I guess I'll go ahead and turn it over to you, Wesley, and we'll sit back and listen to your set. But thanks so much for being here tonight. Y'all give it up for Wesley.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Hi, I'm Wesley. I'm an alcoholic, and this is called Peach Schnapps. The first time I ever got drunk was when I found a plastic bottle of peach schnapps sitting in a parking lot of a bowling alley in Wisconsin. I was 13 and had a Metallica shirt for every day of the week. I pocketed it and called my friend Marcy on a payphone. It was 1997, and she walked over. We went to the graveyard, the only place the living could be alone in town, and sipped the sweet flowery syrup. It tasted like peach bubblegum rather than real peaches. The sun was bright and hot. The rain straight through my skull, as if God was touching my brain. I laughed and danced. Marcia rolled her eyes but smiled. As we walked down the sidewalk, I rubbed against the hedgerows and felt the leaves scratch against me. It was bliss to be young, high, and free. Everything seemed possible. All the young dreams were going to come true. I was wrong. I grew up to be a corporate drone just like everybody else. And Marcy killed herself a few years ago. And I've been getting drunk ever since that day in 1997. And I hate the taste of peach schnapps. That was in Bleached Butterfly a couple years ago, which is just getting started out. It's worth checking out. Woo. This is called Decades. The city sounds like an ocean as street lamps dance underwater and cars cut the inky night. Orange windows full of sleeping skulls sway in the hollowed Chicago sky. 10 years ago, we were just kids, pretending to be grown up. We spent neon evenings burning chemicals through the forehead. I could barely stand myself, slumped in the corner naked, giggling, holding back insecurity. We hid together, broke, dreaming of years to come. We cruised the expressway, looking for what would be our has-been nights. We crouched in murky rooms, drinking away the humidity, toasting rain. We fell in love, but didn't tell each other because we were too cool. We screamed and yawned at those who dared to play it safe, who dared to waste their lives by building them. I spent forever contemplating eternity and each moment trying to black out. I've wasted my life trying to find the meaning of life. Now I drown in layers of irony and contradiction. I've wiped my ass with angels and spent years trying to forgive myself. I sat in alleys, beating a drum while monkeys chewed money, grinning. You sucked the fire out of my belly, and I gave you the salt of the earth. Your diamond chin slept in my thighs, and we had the same dream that night. I cried all over you like a baby breastfeeding. You still think there's a future, and no matter how much I drink, I still have all the memories. Even now, a bottle is being rubbed like a genie lamp as I awake after midnight. Nothing has changed, but everything is different. Another lost night, finding only myself. We always knew it would end ugly like this, but we're still surprised. This city incubates our madness. These streets have the ghosts of our former selves on each corner waiting for a bus, hailing a cab, kissing goodbye, not knowing it's our last time. Eating a meal with something on your mind. Everyone is waiting to see what happens as history unravels in slow motion. We've become our real selves and no longer care about the novelty of what that might be. We're not going to die before we're 30 anymore. We're there. Got to think of something more to do. We've survived. We're free. And we're not afraid of anything. This next one is by my wife, Andrea Hine. It's called Mortal Pact. I used to think I was a weak spirit in a strong body. No sleep. I could drink much larger men under the table. My body was possible of anything. Love making over and over till dawn. icy walks, middle of the night, under roaring trains, passing the heroin boys and their guns, which cracked down the alleyway. Now, I know my spirit is strong. I've survived all those things that once made me laugh before I realized how slow a tear can bleed. I've taken more chances than a trapeze artist, spirit flinging, leading midair to nowhere. My body has proved more fragile, a sensitive beast, balancing herb and tea. It demands but cannot lead. It sputters and howls, always a reminder of the mortal pact we keep. And that's it for me. Thank you so much.
That's right. Thank you, Wesley. Good stuff, man. I love that. Very good stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks, Wesley. I hope you can make it again sometime soon.
All right, we'll do.
All right. You rock, brother. Yeah, everybody out there, give it up one more time for Wesley, live from LA tonight. Thank you, Wesley. Woo! Uh-oh. Indeed. Yes, Poetry Open Mic Asheville. You're tuned in. Thanks for riding with us here. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes. Very good. All right. We're here in Asheville. We just went to Delaware and LA with just phenomenal poets. I'm always blown away at the talent who turns up at this thing. So yeah, I'm humbled and honored. So thanks for being with us, and keep doing it. Keep writing. Keep doing open mic. We love it. We love it. And yeah. Speaking of awesome talent, we got Rachel McMurray up next on the mic. So keep it locked here. Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We'll get Rachel on, then we'll check in with Sovereign Kava, who you should vote for in the Mountain Express Best Of. You can get a free shot at the bar if you vote for us for Best Kava Bar and Best Open Mic. So go ahead, do it now. We appreciate it. And that link's in the comments as well as the StreamYard link. We got a couple of extra spaces tonight, so if anyone out there tuning in wants to hop on and perform something, we got 10-minute spaces. Just keep it under 10 minutes. We welcome all people, all forms of artistic self-expression here on Poetry Open Mic Asheville. All right, Rachel is in the house. I think we got Rachel. Let me see if we got Rachel connected. Oh, I do want to blast the comments though, because we had some comments here for Wesley. Yes, indeed. And Bula. Yes, Bula. We Bula. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, we'll Bula here in a minute. Bula. Y'all Bula? Do you even Bula? Oh, no, we appreciate it. Thanks for the comments, y'all. Seriously, keep the comments coming. We love to hear from our viewers, and we love to Bula. Yes. Wow, right? I know. Wesley was awesome. And there's that performer link for anyone looking to get on the mic tonight. Follow that link. All right, we do have Rachel McMurray on the mic tonight. Let's go to Rachel here in Asheville with us. Always good to hear from Rachel. Y'all make a whole bunch of noise. Give it up. What's up, Rachel?
Hey, Caleb.
Hey, nice to see you. How you doing tonight?
It's so nice to see you as always.
Indeed.
I'm doing well. I really loved Wesley's performance. That was awesome. I love that we can get performers from, all parts of the country coming at us. That's really cool.
That is the beauty of the virtual thing. Yeah, we get to connect and share this community with people all over the country, all over the world. Really, we've had people from all over the place. So.
Yeah.
It is good. Yeah, and Wesley, Always fantastic. I love the balance of humor and deeper stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
I think his reading
mhm,
voice is really beautiful too, and he reminds
mhm.
me a little bit of Nick Offerman. Do you know what I'm
Interesting.
talking about
Do
from
I know
Parks and
Nick
Rec?
Offerman? Yeah. Oh,
Played Ron Swanson. It's that deep, rich voice, that's all.
on forever. But very cool. I do like his reading voice. Definitely. Um, and I like your reading voice. Are you gonna read some poetry for us tonight?
Yeah, so tonight I'm doing something a little bit different to
Oh
honor the
yeah.
lunar eclipse.
Right.
So,
Right.
I
Which is
moved to
happening.
Burnsville.
That's happening. Not. Wait. We can't see that here, right? Or when is?
No, it actually happened this morning,
Right.
and
Right.
people can
Yeah.
see it on the West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it's still
It's still
happening.
cool that it's happening. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you for honoring that. We do have a beautiful full moon overhead tonight, so you know,
Yes, and it's the
it.
full super flower blood moon. So
Mhm.
love
Mhm.
that imagery. So, I moved to Burnsville
Yeah, that is cool.
recently, and I've found that with
Right.
the time that I've been spending driving to
Mhm.
Burnsville and to Asheville, which I do constantly, pretty much every
Mhm.
day. So,
Sure. Yeah.
that's a
It's a
pretty
pretty
big chunk
drive.
of time. It's like 45 minutes. And
Mhm.
I've found
Mhm.
that I've started writing poetry in my head as I'm driving. Do you ever do
Yeah.
this, Caleb? Do you ever write
I
poetry without writing it down and
I
kind of
I
begin to form?
have yes, yeah, definitely that, and I also sometimes I'll edit while I'm driving. I'll just
Totally, yeah.
like get certain poems and kind of memorize them and edit as I'm driving. That's kind of
Yeah,
seems to
exactly.
be a good
So
way to
I'm
pass the
I'm gonna
time.
I'm gonna try something a little different in honor of
All
the
right.
eclipse. There's a poem that I've been writing in my head, but I have yet to write it down at all. So each
Ooh.
time I speak it while I'm in the car thinking about it, it's
Uh-huh.
a little different. And
Yeah,
so tonight I wanted to try to
I
speak
like
that
that.
poem before it
Sure.
actually gets put down on a page.
Yeah. It's kind of like a folk song, you know. Folk songs just lived in people's memories, like old
Yes,
music. You know, people didn't write music, and so like
exactly.
they would play them a little differently every time. They might change the verses, a little, add a little something to the story, or whatever. So
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
absolutely.
That's a cool experiment.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Hmm.
I'm excited. Let's see how it goes.
All right, let's do it. We'll turn it over to you, Rachel. But everybody out there, give one more hand for Rachel McMurray.
Wow. Happy lunar eclipse, everyone. And I just wanted to say really quickly that I think it's interesting how improvisation can put us into a state of wonder and not worrying. And this is, in a sense, improvisation, even though I know some of the lines already. So, in that way, it's a little bit like jamming. And I think that the audience is like an antenna when we improvise. So, I just want to thank y'all for listening. And this is an open letter to the watchers of the world. They say privacy is an illusion in this modern world. And perhaps they are right. Cameras, ev- cameras on corners, cameras in grocery stores, cameras at your office, in your living room, in your hand, in your pocket, in your face. Cameras that are watching you, but surely there's no one there. Is there? Why would you be watched? You are no one. There's no reason for them to watch you, to watch me, to watch us. No, that's what they say if you have nothing to hide. And yet, cameras every day. Perhaps an idle pair of eyes from a security guard. Or perhaps some lonely, middle-aged man in the middle of Ohio who likes to tune in to people's cameras just for fun sometimes at random. For after all, if the NSA is tracking us, surely anyone can. Ah, but they would not be watching you, for you are no one. And yet, all of us are watched by cameras in your face as you scroll, letting your brain wash away from the information. But perhaps you have felt watched at some time or another in your life, like a pair of eyes or many. And perhaps it is true that there are cameras everywhere. And yet, is there anyone there? Who are you to be watched? You are a name, a face, an identity, a story. And perhaps this magical internet allows people in the future to study the past in a way we have never been afforded before. Perhaps they are studying this time of great change that we are living through right now. And there may be historians who watch videos. Once you put it there on the internet, it's there. And wouldn't it be interesting if there were people in the future watching us right now, studying how things began to change? Why would they watch us? Well, we are all of us watched. But this is an open letter to the watchers of the world. People make jokes about our personal FBI agent. Haven't you seen these memes? Wouldn't it be interesting if there were humans that were alive right now that were watching this broadcast? I like to imagine the watchers of the world, that they may feel a great weight upon themselves for being watchers. For surely there are humans out there who watch. This is known. And I imagine the watchers of the world sitting on the edge of their bed with their head in their hands, wondering if it is worth it to be a watcher. But somewhere deep inside, I know that these watchers, dear watchers of the world, they know that they too are watched. For we are all of us watched. And by whom? And for what? You are a name, a face, an identity, a story. Are you a watcher? Are all of us watched? And to those in the future who may be watching, thank you. What a gift and an honor to be a human at this time of great change, to have a name, to have a face, an identity, a story. For even the watchers, my dear watchers, you know you too, all of us are watched. Thank you for coming along on this improvisational poetry journey with me. And thank you for listening.
Very cool, Rachel. Very cool. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That was a beautiful piece, you know. And a cool
Thank you
idea.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
thank you
would
so
love
much
it.
for listening.
Uh-huh. Of
Yeah,
course,
I
yeah.
really
I would
appreciate it. I love the idea that there's a connection between the audience and the performer, and I think that you,
Mhm.
as a host, have always engendered that in your open mic. So thanks for doing that, and thanks,
Well,
of course, to Morgan.
thank you. Yes, of course. Yeah, thanks to Morgan. And yeah, I was gonna say, I would love it if you will come back and read that after you write it down,
Oh,
and we'll
how
see
interesting!
if perhaps it changes. You know.
I would. That's a very interesting idea, and I shall consider it. Thank you. I think
Yeah.
that's so cool. I totally want to do
Just
that.
a thought. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Well, Rachel, as always, thank you for being here tonight, and I hope you can make it next time.
I'll see you soon.
All right, y'all give it up one more time for Rachel McMurray. Wonderful. Yeah, you know what it is. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Brought to you by Sovereign Kava. Somebody call Jake. Jake! Yo, we got Sovereign Kava up next on the mic, and then we got Zen Sutherland coming at you, and East Doggy Dog, and Justin and Emilio, and we may even have another spot or two open, so y'all keep it locked here. Poetry Open Mic Asheville every Wednesday night, and we are reminding you to vote for us on Mountain Express Best of Western North Carolina. You can find the link right there and in the comments. Indeed, and we got some comments. Thank you. And yes, indeed. Yeah, right? I know, I thought that was cool. Yeah. Very well, yeah. I love it. Very good. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Comments for Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And there's that performer link for you and the Mountain Express link there. Please vote for us. You can get a free shot at the Kava Bar if you vote for us tonight. So get your free shot at Kava and vote for Sovereign Kava for Best Kava Bar, Best Open Mic in Western North Carolina. Thanks, y'all. All right. Speaking of Sovereign Kava, let's check in with Sovereign and see what's going up down at the bar tonight. What's going up? You know. Sovereign, where you at? Y'all gotta make some more noise than that. There we go. Whoa, here we are. We're at the bar. It's Chris Madrano. What's up, Chris?
How are you, Caleb?
What's up, y'all? How's it
Hi,
going down
everybody
at
out
Sovereign tonight?
Usual, people drinking Kava, enjoying themselves. We have a couple of
The usual.
performers here ready to go.
Very
And,
good. Some performers.
Yeah, we do.
Cool. And how are you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm doing great. I've got
Are you pleathered up?
I'm all ready to go. I've got my slicks on.
The slicks, yes, of course.
I'm good. Very good. Very good. So, I think without further
Fenders,
ado,
dog.
we can introduce
You
the first
broke the
performer.
internet, Chris. You just broke the internet.
I did break the internet, but I break it all the time.
Chris Young! What?
Chris Young!
It's Chris Young, everyone! Cool.
can't hear
You gonna
ya.
play a set for us, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a song for you. Over COVID, I put 1,300 hours into my Nintendo Switch making music on Core Gadgets. So
Wow. That's
that's
a big number.
yeah.
That's a big number.
I had a lot of time, and then Chris Madrano was
Yeah,
telling me to
it's-
come out here and figure out a way to play it. So we figured it out, and I got my guitar hooked up with my Nintendo Switch to this keyboard amp.
Very good. Yeah.
Be all right.
During COVID, I watched a guy see how many rubber bands he could put on a milk jug before it exploded.
But
But
yeah.
I think you may have spent your time more productively.
Well,
But-
and it goes back around to what Rachel was saying earlier about having long drives. Like a lot of times
Yeah.
I'll just hook up my Switch to my car and listen to it and like hum things in my head to get to where I'm
You
going.
play
Make-
Switch while you
making it.
drive?
Not really. It's more so like listen to the beats and stuff. I'll
Oh,
mix it
okay,
with
yeah.
stoplights sometimes.
So you're kind of editing while you drive, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I dig that. Yeah,
Yeah.
good place to edit.
I really like the sentiment of utilizing your idle time when you got to travel. It's a very important thing.
Yeah.
But
I dig it.
I'm gonna play the music.
All right, let's hear some of that music. We'll turn it over to you, Chris. Thanks for being here. Give it up for Chris Young.
Oh, it's so dark out. Yeah, no, it's on. I'm just fine with volume. There we go. Okay. You want to tilt the? Where should the kick? Can you get the camera?
This is where you're performing at. So.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Think that's loud enough?
Maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, that is loud enough. Gotta get my levels right. Alright, I hope the levels are right. Chris, can you tilt the camera down? Just need to tilt down a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Right there. time. Stereo. It doesn't really work without stereo.
Chris Young, everybody! Woo!
Thank you.
Cool, Chris. All right, y'all. That's Chris Young, and that was all original music that he composed on his Nintendo over 1,800 hours during the pandemic in his
13.
car, in their car,
Well,
and
in the house and everywhere.
1,300 and different places, but still all written on the Nintendo. Amazing. And yeah, cool to see the waveform too on the oscilloscope. There. That's nice.
Mhm.
All right, that's almost
Uh,
its own art,
yeah.
you know.
Well, thanks for
Very
having
cool.
me, man. It's good to see you. Good to be,
Thanks
good
for
to be,
stopping by
back
us.
at the Kava bar for mine. Yeah. I'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. We'll see you next time. Y'all give it up for Chris again.
Young.
Ah, that real applause. Very nice. All right, moving on.
next up, we have,
Who you got next? Chris Madrano?
Next up, we have a first timer to our open mic, but someone who's played a bunch. Originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's Riley M.
Riley M. All right. Y'all give it up for Riley M.
Yes. Hello. How's it going?
Good evening. Welcome to the open mic. Very good. We'll turn it over to you for some music, Riley M.
That means it's up to it's you.
All right. How's everybody doing? Just gonna play a couple songs, probably like 2 or something. All right. I think I'm gonna start off with a cover. This one's called Shooting Star by Elliott Smith. Shooting star, and it was me. I was momentarily proud. Drunk on dreams, now I'm glad I didn't say out loud. You said you'd be for real when I told you that you were. So bad, so far. Love is sad, shooting star. It used to make me cold, was all to be alone. Everybody just sighs, and no one gets off you for long. 'Cause you feel bad when you going to sleep, which I guess is back to square one. Square two is where I do the thing you do. It won't be the same, say the least it's gonna be. So bad, so love is sad, shooting star. Thank you. All right.
Hey Riley, can you sing louder? I can barely hear you.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry. All right. All right. Let me think of another good one.
How about a Nana Grizzle song?
You sure?
Yeah. You only have 10 minutes. Hurry up.
The color of an afternoon, just like when we were 5 years old. Moon over the ocean, a scene from an island evening. The progression that starts to lose its meaning. We've spent most of our lifetime dreaming, and dreaming is the state that we shall keep. Stories of our solitudes will sing themselves to sleep, and we will sing to everything the stories of where we've been mystery, coursing through our lives. No, nothing factual is written on. So surely and so steadily, slowly moving cloud and spray. I'm but for us born to last, and you are made of everything. You love your field grass, why would I live here and forget you? Just a baby still. All right.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
How about Blind Melon?
I'm gonna play a Big Star song.
Okay.
That time I go out and see the people. Air gets cool, hurrying on my way. And the dressings are sweet, all the people taste. They're looking at me, all the people taste. When I set my eyes on you, you looked like a kid. When you look so pretty, caught a glance in your eye, and fell through the sky. Glance in your eye, and fell through the sky. La da da. Caught a glance in your eye and fell through the sky. Glance in your eye and fell through the sky. All right.
Riley M, everybody. Woo! You might want to talk to you, I think, for a second.
Yeah.
You there, kid?
All right, thanks, Riley. All right. First time on the open mic tonight. Thanks for coming by, Riley. We'll see you again. Yes, indeed. All right. Sovereign Kava in the house tonight. Who we got next?
We got two performers left.
Indeed.
One who we know very well, both we know very well. But one I'm excited to have for the first time in this iteration of the mic, Tesa.
Tayso in the house! What's up, Tayso?
What up, dude? I'm excited to jam with you soon.
Yeah, let's do it, man. How you doing tonight?
Absolutely. Yo, after this, I'm just bowling.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
to your place, dude. I'll give you a kiss on the forehead.
All right. We can work that out.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Word. Well, it's good to see you. Tayso was it's been a regular at the open mic for many years, and it's been a while since we've had you on, so it's great to see you tonight. Great to hear from you. I take it you brought some songs for us?
Yeah, I got two songs. I got one new one and one old one.
That's what's
Great
up.
for y'all.
New shit.
Thank you so
All
much
right.
for having me. Do the thing real quick.
All right, we'll turn it over to Tayso. Give it up for Tayso, y'all.
Play the old one first, y'all. Thank you for being here. Y'all are gorgeous. All you people I can't see, y'all are beautiful too. Woo! I don't actually know if y'all are beautiful, but y'all are probably gorgeous as fuck. So good work, y'all. Here's a song called Home. In a narrow path between the trees, I heard your voice in the mountain breeze, where the snow that falls without a sound rests silently upon the ground. And home's the earth I'm walking on. Home's the earth I'm walking on. And sunshine on my window pane tells me morning's here again. And water on my windowsill shows me that this wounds may heal. And home's the earth I'm walking on. Home's the earth I'm walking on. And in the past I felt so tall. If I was a tree within the woods, you'd hear me fall upon the leaves that I had grown. I truly learned to call this death my own. I truly learned to call this death my own. The evening's here and the day is gone. Air is cold and the night is long. Morning comes here with the sun, and the birds arrive to sing the song. And home's the earth I'm walking on. Home's the earth I'm walking on. Home. And sunshine upon my skin warms me up here from within. I heard your voice in the mountain breeze and a narrow path between the trees. And home's the earth I'm walking on. Home's the earth I'm walking on. In the past, you felt so tall. You came around and knocked me down from off my pedestal. And as of late, I feel so small. I'm wondering if all my truth is worth nothing at all. And if it is, I'm all alone. And I can truly learn to call this death my home. On my way back home. way too long on my way back home. Home, I belong. Time since I've been home. Home, I belong. Home's the earth I'm walking on. Home's the earth I'm walking home. 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 It's where I belong. Where I belong. I don't belong on the earth I'm walking on. It's where I belong. Where I belong. Home. Where I belong. Woo! All right, here's my second song. It's a new one. It's called I. Thank you guys so much for being here. Once again, thank you for existing. Thank your hearts for beating. Thank your knees for working. Bring your ass out to this event. Come on, y'all. Our knees are underrated pieces of our bodies. We gotta worship our knees, y'all, because they won't always exist, you know? One day we'll be laying in the bed thinking like, damn, remember when my knees brought me to the Kava bar that one time? All right, here's a song called I. Hold your worth. You were old at birth. Sometimes I, but other times I. Sometimes I, but other times I try and I try. But will it ever be enough to hold your worth, hold your worth, oh the birth, oh the birth, the boldest work is cold as hurt, old as dirt, you were old at birth, baby hold your worth. Sometimes I function, other times other times but other times I don't question my blessings when they come from the ones I love. I try and I try, but will it ever be enough to make it up? I can't redeem for what I've taken. My self-esteem is slowly breaking. You can't redeem for what I've taken. My self-esteem is slowly breaking. I'm the victim. You're conflicted. Sometimes I, but other times I. Sometimes I, but other times I try and I try, but it'll never be enough. 'Cause you're the victim. When you're stressed, you're conflicted, you're a mess, you're a slob when you're depressed. Get a job, get some rest. Sometimes I function properly, other times but other times I don't question depression when it comes from the ones I trust. I try and I try, but will they ever feel the I can't redeem for what you've taken. Our self-esteem is slowly breaking. You crave the loveliest sensations, but never get your satiation. I try and I try. I try and I try, but just because I need the money. I try and I try, just because I need the money. I try and I try, just because I need the money. Greed is the sickness we're sick with. 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 Greed. I try to find a better way to get it through to you. You try to find a better way to get it through to me. And you try to get it through to me, to find a better way to get it up inside my head. I try to get it through to you, to find a better way, to find a better way. Sometimes I function properly in this monotony, but other times I... Thank you guys so much.
Woo!
Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah, Teso! It's good to hear you again. Dig the new song. And it was great to hear the other one
Thank
too,
you guys
man.
so much
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Yeah, always a pleasure. I'll see you soon, I hope.
Absolutely, Caleb.
Yeah! Alright. Very good.
All
Medrano in the
one
house.
last performer.
In the pleather. We got one more.
One
Live
last
from
performer.
Sovereign, and then we got some more people tuning in from different places. But it's always good to check in with Sovereign Kava. You know, we'll do one more performer, and then you know, I'm down to Bula.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right after. When you think of laughter and the creation of joy, some people think about a mother and child giggling, but I think of Mark Hudson.
The amazing Mark Hudson. What's up, Mark? There we go.
Thank you. It's good.
Very
yeah,
good.
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. How's it going down at the bar?
It's good, going good. There's some good energy out here.
I like that. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, glad you're gonna add to the mix. I know you got probably some voices and some palindromes and different things for us tonight. Maybe
That's
haiku
pretty
too,
accurate,
sonnet.
Caleb. That's pretty
Holy crap! I'm
accurate.
psychic. I'm just a big fan. That's all.
I appreciate that,
All right.
man. I thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Mark Hudson. Everyone.
Thank you, sir. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Chris just killed a mosquito on me. Yes. How's everybody doing? Woo! Thank you all for coming out tonight. A couple friends I just met today. Here. So I'm going to start out with some original poems, which I have not done in a while. And then I'll move on to some sweet palindromes and some haikus. And maybe a little Shakespeare. All right. I got an IT clown for my best friend. We hold hands with the Candyman and Stan. Odie was the OG. Garfield was a prick. I got claws like his, but sufficient dopamine levels. Call me Odie Field because I keep it real. You feel me? I'm not woke. That word's turned into a joke. Just knowledgeable. Let's learn and burn one together and listen. Get misty-eyed with wide-faced disguises, wise guys and their uniforms and cuneiform. More than stick figures with tiny dicks. Yeah, rev it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I'm performing, dudes love to rev their stuff. Okay, back to all right. Fucking pricks, those wise guys just need to smoke a J with cool people. Level out, evolve from sheeple. Fuck people, NFTs, and cryptocurrencies. They're just illusions and confusions. They're gonna get hacked. Okay, all right. This empty vessel's itching for some stitches and quick fixes. Send me a fax. I'm right here. Gonna get a beeper, cause I'm a little queer. I'm all set up, ready for a page. What the fuck is 5G? I'm in the golden age. It's a fucking rager. Set your phasers to the right temp. Gimpy limping. Fucked up my knee earlier. Skated down a hill accidentally. Fucked a tree. I must say, though, it was a nice oaky hoe. Super hard and erect like all my Wolfie flows. It's a limited edition. There's only a few. Keep it cold and fresh like the water. Squishy in your toes, lowly going. Okay, all right. All right, that's enough of my poetry. No, I've got more. I got more later. But here's some palindromes. Palindrome break. All right. I didn't get to do these last week. I don't know why. I I just brain fart. Okay. Woo! Man, people are alive tonight. We got dudes revving engines. We got all sorts of sirens. Ooh, I hope they're okay. Okay. All right. These are palindromes. Same backwards and forwards. Okay. Not alive, evil a ton. Devil ram rats, star mar lived. Stun wand, am I mad? Nah, nuts. We star pals slap rats. Ew. Stank ogre, ergo gnats. Tats Dr. Awkward stat. Stun mood, Lil Doom nuts. Boot poots level, stoop tube. Slap, stab, aloof fool, a bat's pals. Snoop Dogg, God poons. Okay, all right, those are all my palindromes. Okay, here we go on to some haikus, y'all. I like to do these in different characters, of course. So this one is a fun. This is a redneck who loves football. All right. Football training time. Punt, pass, tackle. Here we go. Hit dudes in their mouths. It's locker room time. Take off your pants now, dudes. Hit dudes in their mouths. Big dicks, lots of tricks. There ain't no homos in this. We just like cackling. Big dudes and their balls ain't nothing but big balls. Here, hack me the balls, man. NFL, man stuff. Scoring touchdowns is my life. Getting paid, big butts, bucks. Okay, here's a little. We're gonna go into another supremely macho dude, Sylvester Stallone. Rocky Rambo, tough. Best franchises ever, bro. Yo, Blood, Adrian, Fists, knives, arrow shots, Rocky and Rambo team up, short hair and long hair, men. Rambo musical. Next big hit on Broadway, bro. The most straight dancing. Okay. All right. That's my slide. Oh, we're back with the redneck. Hey, y'all. One more thing. Dudes, Budweiser, chicks, football. Let's watch and touch stuff. Wieners and winners. Put my hands under your dong and hike. Hail Mary, we win. Okay. All right, switching gears. We're going down to Sesame Street.
Oh my God.
Today is brought to you by the letter of C.
Yes.
C is for cookie. C is for cookie. C is for cunnilingus. C is for carrot. C is for cunty. C is for cryptocurrency. C is for corrupt. I had to fit it in the proper 575 syllables in that one. Okay. Today is brought to you by the letter of C. C is for cockring. C is for captain. C is for circumcision. C is for candy. Okay, I think that's enough of my characters. I'm gonna end with the random sonnet,
Yes.
which I like to do, and I'm gonna dedicate this to my friends Joe and Robin. Okay. All right, I did not pre-plan this. Boom, this one. Okay, it's Sonnet 74. See, I told y'all I was going to get good at the Roman numerals. Okay. But be contented when that fell arrest without all bail shall carry me away. My life hath in this line some interest, which for memorials still with thee shall stay. When thou reviewest this, thou dost review the very part was consecrate to thee. The earth can have but earth, which is his due. My spirit is thine, the better part of me. So then thou hast but lost the dregs of life, the prey of worms, my body being dead, the coward conquest of a wretch's knife, too base of thee to be remembered. The worth of that is that which it contains, and that is this, and this with thee remains. That's my time.
That's Mark Hudson, y'all. Thank you, Mark Hudson.
Thanks, Caleb, man. Thank you for hosting. Thank you all for coming out tonight.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely. Yes.
See you, Caleb.
And thank
Have a good
you.
night, man.
Indeed.
Caleb. Thank you.
Thank
Open
you,
micer.
Majano. Yes, good times. Y'all bula? Do you even bula?
Yeah, let's all take a shot.
And that Chris has a jar. All right. Shots with the Kava fam. Cheers, y'all. Look forward to getting back to being in person with y'all soon. But thanks for doing this with us and participating. Cheers, Pula.
Cheers, everybody.
Much love.
Much love. All right.
That's awful. Which means it's good. By the way, all y'all performers get a free double shot tonight for performing. And anyone who has voted for us on Mountain Express for Best Kava Bar and Best Open Mic, you get a free shot too. So y'all check it out. I think it's definitely last call at the Kava Bar. So we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all again next time. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Madrano, for hosting. Thanks to all our performers live from the Kava Bar. We'll see y'all again soon. Much
Thank
love.
you, Caleb.
All right, y'all give it up for Chris and all the performers. Do it. Do it. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot. See you, Sovereign. That's Sovereign Kava here on the virtual open mic. We are doing it. We're bringing you this and staying connected with y'all each and every Wednesday night. So good to see our friends down at the Kava Bar, and so good to see our friends everywhere. That's the beauty of this thing. We can all now get together and do open mic from anywhere, all over the world, quite literally. So thanks for keeping it going with us. We really appreciate the likes, comments, and shares. So y'all keep them coming. Of course, it's always great to hear from our viewers. Yes, indeed. Thanks for the comments, y'all. We got comments coming in. Cheers, y'all. Thanks. Yeah, that's me. All right. Cool. Thanks a lot. Very good. We got some more performers coming at you. Let me see. I think we're going to Zen next. And then Ease Dog, Jason, Jim, Justin Blackburn, Emilio, Maldonado, and anyone else who I'm missing. If you are performing tonight, make sure you follow the StreamYard link into the broadcast studio, and we'll get you on the mic here as soon as the spot opens up. Reminder to vote for us on the best of there. We're gonna keep plugging that till you do. So thank you. All right. Of course, I'll close things out tonight with a little set of poetry for y'all, and we'll be here each and every Wednesday night. Keep it locked. Up next, we have Zen Sutherland here in Asheville with us. Y'all make some noise for Zen. Zen, my man, what's up?
Caleb, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing tonight?
Good. It's been kind of a wild ride tonight, but it always is.
Yeah. It's been all over the place. It's been a lot of fun, but that's the beauty of open mics are like a box of chocolates, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. But what have you been up to? Have you been tinkering away in your laboratory?
Yeah, I've been making little toys and little things and playing around. I made a doll. Well, I don't really know what to call it. It's
a fringe doll.
I guess, yes.
It's an Asheville Fringe Festival
It's
doll.
a Fringe Festival doll. Plus, you press its belly, and it turns the...
So
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I love those toys.
It's USB 2.0 compliant, so we're all good.
Oh, that's excellent. Cool. You charge it up. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Good.
It's going to run down. But yeah, the Fringe Fest. I didn't even think of that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's just the eyeball logo. It's the first thing I saw. Yeah. So. I don't know. That's cool.
I think I lost you for a bit. Oh, okay.
Well, you're coming through loud and clear here. So, did you bring some? What'd you bring for us tonight? Some poems, some more toys.
Well, I originally wasn't even gonna try anything tonight, but Rachel's little experiment, which I loved.
Me too.
The theme of that, or the idea of who we are when we're being viewed by who we're not, sort of. That. But I love the format of it, is that it's not written down and it's just, it reflows. And it was very, very engaging, very, very much connected to her and what she's saying, rather than just sort of listen to it it made it more flowy.
I agree. No, those are great points. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love stuff like that. I mean, that's taking a real big risk as a performer.
Right,
And,
which is why what I decided then to do was a piece that I haven't practiced and need to practice, but it's a performance sort of piece. Doesn't have any doesn't have any gizmos or anything like that in it. It's just its own performance.
All right.
And so we'll give it a try, and I might end with a couple of random haiku from the haiku ray gun.
Ah, yes.
You know,
more haiku. I love the haiku ray gun. Yes, fantastic.
Okay.
Yes, everyone should own one.
Yeah, well, I should make one for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, well, we'll turn it over to you, Zen. Thanks so much. I'm glad you jumped on tonight. Y'all give it up for
Yeah, me
Zen
too.
Sutherland. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I really enjoy seeing what's going on at the Kava bar. I need to get out there more and maybe perform from there. That would be fun. I mean, gosh, live audience. But anyway, this piece is a kind of a performance piece. It's pretty much about the phrases that we use so much that become meaningless. And so I picked on thinking outside the box, and this is called Free Your Mind Mantra. And I've tried to do it without laughing because it's serious. We need to be serious for a moment. So, okay, there we go. Think outside the box. Think outside the exterior of the box. Think of thinking as boxing up the discarded thoughts of thinking inside the box. Think of boxing up thoughts as defining the limits of the box discarded. Think of the space the box occupies without the box around to contain it. Space the box, thinking discarded, boxiness as space discarded near the edges of the box thinking. Box the box itself. Limit the exterior of a thinking box in relation to an unthinking box. Think the think without boxing the box, and box think the space without thinking the think. Unthink the unthinkable space as if a box didn't exist inside its spacious interior boxiness. Box the box. Free the space the box thinks is boxed. Near the edges of the edge of the box thinking, think no box is all box. Box, unbox the box. Free the space the box thinks is boxed. Near the edges of the box thinking, think no box is all box. Box the unbox. Space the unspace. Then you will be able to think the unthink. Thanks. I guess I did that. It's a little mind bending for me to do. I'm sure it doesn't make a whole lot of sense doing it. But now I'll do some. I'll have the haiku ray gun, which I designed and can perform 6+ million haiku randomly. And so we'll do 3 haiku from the haiku ray gun. So I just pull the trigger. Unbuttons a shirt converted into gem light, quiet in that strange heat. Okay. Haiku 1. Haiku 2 is going to be over here. Lilacs in the snow. Phantoms of the mind. I think it fucked up. It missed that 7 line. So it needs to cool down. Here, wait. Okay, there we go. I didn't cock it. You got to cock your haiku ray gun when you're going to use it. Anyway, we'll do 2 over again. Give it another chance.
Morning's thin blue hue, while dead leaves spiral downward, I understand you.
Okay, better. And then the last one. Here we go. We'll keep it moving.
A gap in the fence, having no loved ones to hold, like a broken watch.
Okay. All right. That was the haiku ray gun, and thank you for letting me try an experiment. I really appreciate it, Caleb and Morgan. You guys are great.
You're great, Zen. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And that was fantastic. Of course, you know I'm a fan of the haiku ray gun. In fact, I think that may be my favorite kind of gun.
Mine too. Yes. It doesn't hurt.
It's just nice. Yeah.
Imagine pulling the trigger and making you think.
Yeah.
Or making someone else think. This would be death by haiku.
Death by haiku, yes. Or haiku roulette, if it's not charged.
Haiku roulette, I love it.
Well, that's fantastic. And I also love the new experimental piece, man. Yeah, very boxy.
Very, very boxy. Very.
Yeah, in a good way.
It's just there's all this psycho babble out there, and even in advertising, they don't sell cars anymore by telling you, well, it's got a V8 with all these gadgets. Well, they do that too, but they love to show it, racing through the desert and fucking up the environment, and this is gonna. It's really about this
driving
is how
over a big pile of rocks.
This is how you're gonna feel when you drive it, even though you're just driving to gas up to get a fucking pack of cigarettes.
Exactly.
That's just how it is.
But you want to feel that. Well, you want to feel like you're tearing up the desert. Yeah.
Yes, you're going to feel like you're tearing up the desert. And did you know, this is a side thing, that sort of advertising began around the 1930s with a car called the Jordan Playboy. It was made of tin to be cheap, but and the car is forgettable, but the advertising was great. And in fact, if you get a chance to ever read the text behind the advertising, the first line is a line that my dad would always repeat, and I loved it. This is the first line of the advertising for the Jordan Playboy. It goes, "Somewhere west of Laramie, there's a bronco busting, steer roping gal who knows what I'm talking about."
Oh my God.
And then it goes into talking about how you feel when you drive this car, not anything about it because it was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Don't even give the specs. Yeah, just
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's interesting. I find advertising fascinating in general. Just
we tend to avoid it.
Of it.
Yeah, avoid it in a fascination way, like a car wreck.
Yeah. Indeed.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. Thanks for letting me be here. And thanks to Morgan and all of the performers and all the people out there at Kava, Sovereign Kava.
Yeah. Good stuff. Thanks, Zen. Hope to see you again real soon.
Oh, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
That's a good thing. Y'all give it up one more time for Zen Sutherland. See you then. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville live on Facebook and YouTube. Let's see, we got some comments here for Zen. It's always good to hear from our viewers, so y'all keep the comments coming. Yes, indeed. Right? Yeah, I'm digging it. Glad y'all are digging it too out there, and we're gonna keep it going for you. We got more Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Coming up next, we got Ease Dog on the mic, and then Jason and Justin and Jim and Emilio, and y'all fucking rock. So we're gonna keep it moving for you here. We'll go to Ease Dog. Ease Dog, do we have Ease Dog connected? Ready to go? Ready to do this, Ease? It's good to see Ease in the house. He's got a new song out and a whole lot of new stuff. So we're gonna turn it over to Ease now. Y'all make a whole bunch of noise for the one and only Ease Doggy Dog. What up, Ease?
What's up?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up. It's good to see you. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling ease as usual.
Of course, man. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. So I'm glad to hear that, man. Ease is in the house. The dog is loose, and I see you got those turntables out for us tonight.
You know it.
That's what's up. Well, Ease, I'm going to turn it over to you, and me and these fine people are going to sit back and enjoy the music. Thank you for being here tonight, Ease Dog. Y'all give it up for Ease Dog. Woo!
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Ease, and y'all watching live from my own house. Shoot, and y'all in for a wonderful treat once again. How y'all doing? But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good, being safe out there. I mean, we started to open everything up. We're starting to get back to normal as far as here goes. Doing shows in person like I used to. Sure. I'll be waiting and I'll be looking forward to it too. Let's take But anyways, we're about to go ahead and do this and stuff though. Let's get it. And we're going to go ahead and start off with a song. Once this thing loads up. Just give it 1 second. All right, let's do it. And we're going to go ahead and start off with a track called Red Drink. You know, I had to start off with one of the favorites, of course. All right, here it is, Red Drink, produced by me. You already know that by now. Let's go. Dog on the track. Where my tips at? Where my motherfucking silks at? Where my silks at? Where my motherfucking silks at? Where my silks at? Where my motherfucking silks at? Where my silks at? I'm on that Kool-Aid. I'm on that high C. I'm on that red cherry, not the icy. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm sipping watermelon, no Beyonce. Put a rain on it, no Beyonce. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. Each dog, your dog coming with that deuce. 1800 with the Welches make you loose. TURN, what you gonna do? I'ma take 7 cups for the crew. On this killer Kool-Aid, R.I.P. Got enough for everybody but with me. If you ever your hood, throw it up. It's the red drink party, pull it up. I'm on that Kool-Aid. I'm on that high C. I'm on that red cherry, not the icy. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm sipping watermelon, no Beyonce. Put a rain on it, no Beyonce. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. If you're happy and you know it, drink some happy juice. Mix it up with some honey and some apple juice. This ain't no fruit punch, this some grown shit. There no bottles, no worries, bring my own shit. I be chillin' like a boss, like that Maybach. Sippin' gin and you like 2 dogs laid back. My swag is cold, red, call 911. On some Patrick Star and shit, about to go to dumb. I'm on that Kool-Aid. I'm on that high C. I'm on that red cherry, not the icy. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm sipping watermelon, no Beyonce. Put a rain on it, no Beyonce. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. I'm on that red drink. I'm on that red shit. Look at my cup, feeling like championship, giving no fuck. Double my cup, they be thinking they're leaning my cup. Leave me alone, in my own zone. Where I be on, FIMI, on the Patron. Sipping and sipping, the thing that I know I be on the floor tripping. Taking them energy shots, filling them up like I'm pimping. All my bartenders, hit me up another one. Coming back home, next thing I know I be gone. Yeah. Where my sippers at? Where my motherfucking sippers at? Each dog and dog, where my sippers at? Where my motherfucking sippers at? Yeah, and that was the wonderful jam. Red drink? You already know what time it is. Yes. Yes, I done got all the love already. But yeah, just give me a second while I go ahead and get me a bottle of water to wash it down. As a matter of fact, while I'm doing that, I figure I'd go ahead and show you what I'm actually doing right now. I just got this nice new device and stuff, though, that I'm actually going to take it up and stuff, though. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm actually gonna take up a new hobby and stuff though. I actually just got me a brand new juicer, by the way. Let me see my washing. So yeah, if you see it, I just got this nice little juicer and stuff though. I'm actually gonna start juicing and stuff though, the fruits and everything, veggies and all that good stuff. Oh yes, shoot. Your boy is doing a whole lot and stuff though, like for real. Yeah, I actually done got me some Fuji apples and made me some Fuji apple juice. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is the healthy juice. Man, I always seem to forget what I actually came here for. But yeah, I've been like doing my thing though. I got logos coming up. I have merchandise coming up. I mean, I'm gonna have some shows coming up. Sure, your boy is on the road. And stays on the grind because the grind never stops. So right now, we're about to go ahead and go to one of my newest songs. And the name of the song is called Heart of the Streets, which is my newest joints and stuff though that I got right now. And y'all gonna love this right here. So here is Heart of the Streets, produced by me. Oh, give me a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Ease dog on the track. At its finest. Some people do it for the music, for the love. Some do it for the fame. Some people for the money. But me, I do it for my fans. I do it for my friends. I do it for myself. I do it for my fans. I do it for the feel. I have the heart of the streets. I do it for my mama. She raised me to a man and gave me everlasting love. Wonderful woman. I do it for my dad, the man I admire. Always kept it real, build me up and inspire. I do it for Amazing, my homeboy for life. We go way back, T.C. Robinson high. I do it for my father, best friend, Shazza T. I know that she's here smiling, watching over me. I do it for the fame, I love the attention. I do it for the media, love being mentioned. I do it for my health because it's therapeutic. It keep my mind sane before I have to lose it. Colossians chapter 3 verse 17. I do it for the Lord, that's exactly what it means. I do it for the love of the music that I'm doing. Rest in peace, easy blue, gotta keep it steady moving. I do it for my fam, I do it for my friends, I do it for myself, I do it for my fans, I do it for the feel. I have the heart of the streets. I do it for my fam, I do it for my friends, I do it for myself, I do it for my fans, I do it for my feel. I have the heart of the streets. I do it for the people that have supported ease, believing me when I didn't have faith in me. I do it doing that, I thank you very much. I'm so deeply touched, make a man wanna blush. I do it for the suburbs, I do it for the hood, I do it for the heart like a real fellowship. I do it for the cameras, I smile and say cheese, running through the stage like it is a track meet. I do it for the OGs that have paved the way, and now it's my day. I call it Ease Day. I do it for the young, they need a role model. Drive in road to success, door title. I do it for the money, a minute to zero. Ease to the rescue, I need a superhero. I do it for the brothers, that's every damn thing. Cause grind will never stop, we got to change the game. and that's 100. I do it for my fam, I do it for my friends, I do it for myself, I do it for my fans, I do it for the beer. I have the heart of the streets. I do it for my fam, I do it for my friends, I do it for myself, I do it for my fans, I do it for the beer. I have the heart of the streets. Yeah.
This one goes out to all the people that have supported me.
That's right.
And been down with me from the start. I do it for y'all. I have the heart of the streets.
Yeah, and that was the wonderful jam, Heart of the Streets. One of the main songs off of my newest EP coming soon called ASHEVILLE's Finest 2, Heart of the Streets. Yeah, that was pretty nice though and stuff though, like straight up. No problem, Caleb. I'm glad I'm actually able to do it. That's right, Heart of the Streets. And that's pretty dope how I actually put a Bible verse, an actual Bible scripture in the song. Like, you remember this, what I said? Chapter 3. Yeah, it was Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And it actually will say that do it for the Lord, something like that. If you don't believe me, I suggest you go ahead and go to that one particular scripture I mentioned, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see how real that your boy is. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get to the last song. But before I do, I have an announcement to make. I will have some more merch coming out soon. I'm in the process of getting some more Ease Dog hats. I know y'all want the Ease Dog hats. And I'm going to get some stickers out soon and maybe some t-shirts. I'm thinking about having some t-shirts made that says, when in doubt, Google Ease Dog. Somebody actually bet me to it, and they said they want a shirt that says that. So I'm like, all right, shoot. I definitely can definitely do accommodations. So right now, we're about to go ahead and go to the next final song. And the name, this song is called Future's Sake. A wonderful track and stuff of mine recently. And this is a pandemic jam right here that speaks about the pandemic, and I hope you enjoy it. Y'all vibe to this. Ease Dog on the track. Let's go. Ease Dog on the track. This is an Ease Dog public service announcement. We're dealing with something serious. This coronavirus. We got to work together for future's sake. It's affected the world from your old grandparent to your little girl. For future's sake, find a way to a cure for better days. For future's sake, so this pandemic will go away. For future's sake, y'all listen to the word that I have to say. Everybody in the world going through hard times. It's your boy Ease Dog with these hard rhymes. It's a cold red down here, major crisis. Killing more people than the ISIS. Thanks to the bullshit coronavirus. We got to work together. We must fight this. For the end of the kids' day, I find a boot. Gotta play it safe, this shit ain't curable. People be taking this as a joke. It's all for the game till the casket closed. And imagine in the hospital fighting for life. And you don't know if you're gonna live or die. This ain't no flu, but COVID is real. Over 1 million have fallen ill. Now it's up to us to battle this killer. You think that I'm playing, just read the figures. It's affected the world from your old grandparent to your little girl. For future's sake, find a way to a cure for better days. For future's sake, so this pandemic will go away. For future's sake, y'all listen to the word that I have to say. Every day I wake up, someone's infected. If you're sick or not sick, everyone's affected. People losing their jobs, can't pay the bills.
Everything's closed down, shit's getting real. Making up the worst, everyone is stressing. They already talking about another recession. Can't go to the store without no worry. Everything's all gone, it's the same old story. Whole world is at a standstill for now. Every major city has done shut down. Nightlife is dead and dining is out. Can't do anything with bigger crowd. Stay home, stay safe, or it is in place to keep America great, America safe. We can do our part to make this better. We can all be strong through any weather. Come on. It's invented the world from your old grandparents to your little girl. For peace you say, find a way to a cure for better days. For peace you say, so this pandemic will go away. For peace you say, yo, listen to the word that I have to say. Pandemic will be over sooner or later. It'll take cooperation, say a prayer. Take 6 feet, practice social distancing. Here's my advice. Are you listening? Keep your hands washed and sanitized. Write down everything where germ will thrive. If we all do this, there's a brighter day. Be easy, be great, and y'all stay safe.
Yeah. That was the Future State Pandemic Jam. You guys see the comments? Oh yeah, I definitely see the love. Yes, that's the Future Sake, the Pandemic Jam. And I see y'all riding with that though too. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, definitely thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Yes, but I'm about to go ahead and bounce over here in a moment. But before I do, check out my song Heart of the Streets and some other hot songs on my SoundCloud, Ease Dog. Just type in Ease Dog on the search engine of SoundCloud. And if you wanted to follow me, go ahead and follow me, Ease Doggy Dog. Once again, Instagram, Ease Doggy Dog. I got some good stuff on there too. And check out my wonderful Asher's Finest music video on my YouTube as well. Just type in Ease Dog or type in Asher's Finest on the search engine of YouTube. And if you want to know what I'm going to be doing next, go ahead to my Ease Dog Facebook page. And when in doubt, Google Ease Dog.
Thank you, Ease Dog. Yeah.
I see you rocking the Ease Dog hat.
You know it, and I heard you got the new merch coming because, whenever I wear it, people ask me where they can get one. I'm like, you got to talk to Ease.
Yeah, like for real. Like somebody even asked me, like they want that one hat they got on me, but I'm like, that's my hat though. Sure.
I know, right? That's what I'm like, man.
Yeah,
I got a collectible.
Yeah, everybody wants a piece of Ease Dog now. It's crazy.
That's right. I know it, man. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. And thank you so much for coming by and bringing the music tonight, Ease. And I hope to see you again real soon.
No problem. What you think about the Heart of the Streets joint?
You know I love Heart of the Streets, man. That's coming along real nice. I love it, and I can't wait to hear it in person. And I encourage everyone to go check it out. Ease has music online. You can just Google Ease Dog and find all the new tracks from Ease Dog.
Yeah, like I have songs coming out right now. Like I'm in the studio, as you can see. I'm keep on working though. Like I'm gonna have that Asher's Finest too. Well, I'm on promoting the Asher's Finest. I'm still on the Asher's Finest. Shit ain't changed though. It's all Asher's Finest.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Ease Dog is a hard-working musician, and y'all check out Ease Dog and keep up with what he's doing. He's got a lot of new stuff coming. Thank you, Ease. Peace. We'll see you again real soon. Much love. Ease Dog, y'all. Give it up.
All right. Y'all be easy.
Thanks, Ease. All right. And thank you all for tuning in to Poetry Open Mic Asheville, coming at you live from Asheville, North Carolina. We got a few more performers for you tonight, so keep it locked right here. We really appreciate the comments. Comments for East Dog there. Thank you so much, everyone, for the comments. We really appreciate it. Y'all keep them coming. Keep those likes and shares coming. And also, please vote for us on the Mountain Express Best of. Vote for us for Best Open Mic and Sovereign Kava Best Kava Bar. Check it out. You can also get a free shot of Kava if you vote for us at the Kava Bar. Just show them the completed survey. We really appreciate it. And we're going to keep moving along here because I want to get to these next performers here. I'm really excited about this. We got Huber's in the house tonight. Well, one at least. Jason Huber. My good friend, Jason Huber. So good to see him. Let's see what he has for us tonight. Y'all make some noise for Jason Huber. Hey, what's up, Jason? Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, man. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm hanging in there. Doing all right. Doing all right.
Right on. Did you get through the school year?
I did. I've got some more stuff to do before I can call it a summer, but
I see.
I'm almost there. Almost
good,
there.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Cool.
Trucking
through the last of it now.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good luck with that. What did you bring for us tonight?
I am woefully underprepared, but I found.
Oh, cool! You're gonna improvise it like some of the other ones.
Make up a story on the fly.
I don't know. That could be fun.
I found some old writing. One of the first stories that I wrote.
Digging deep.
And so, I don't know how well it's held up, but it's an interesting idea. So I'm gonna share it.
I'm down to hear it. I'll turn it over to you, Jason. Thank you so much. Y'all give it up one more time for Jason Huber.
All right. Like I said, this is early Jason. When I first realized that I wanted to write a lot more than I did. This is called 405 Rogers Circle. Friendship Village, where the most affluent and influential members of society go to spend their golden years. The houses aren't unique, but they're large. An odd assortment of people lives in this gated splendor. However, among this eclectic group, a few are more enigmatic than the rest. One such person is currently searching through his disheveled closet for a bow tie to match the occasion. It's the 4th, a day for patriotism, fireworks, and barbecue. Bootstrap would be late for the lot if he couldn't sort out the rest of his outfit. After tearing through a series of ties, some of them still wrapped, he finds something suitable, blue and white, close enough. He spins to the door to get a look in the mirror. Tie and suspenders, Bootstrap, you look good. Next comes the sort of sigh one has after making eye contact with himself in the mirror for a moment too long, becoming all too aware of the lines in his face and the hunch in his back. He grabs his house key from his pocket and heads for the door. I knew I couldn't escape that easy. The hallway is blocked by an expectant face. Sorry, opportunity, no sidekicks for this mission. A great golden retriever is pawing at the door. We'll take a constitutional later, but I have to go, buddy. Bootstrap squeezes himself through a barely open door. He hears a chorus of barks and whimpers from opportunity well into his walk towards the lake. The strongest selling point of Friendship Village was security. The wrought iron gate and checkpoint assured that only residents and visitors would make it inside. A close second selling point was the lake. He made his way there every night, usually with opportunity in tow. He knows the half-mile walk well enough to not even think about it. In his mind, he's fighting and dodging bullets, ducking and weaving. He's thinking about the days when his knees were a bit kinder to him, thinking about chasing endless shadowed figures through long nights. The smell of cooked meat and sparklers hit his nose. The street Leading past the lake is scorched with the remnants of twisting black snakes and firecrackers. A group of kids run to intercept his path. "We're gonna get you, Bootstrap!" A young girl, standing almost as tall as his shoulders, brandishes a super soaker in his general direction. "No, it's my arch nemesis and her tiny minions," he replies with his hands held to the sky. "Nothing can save you now." The girl readies her aim. Bootstrap spots one of his neighbors, an old friend, sneaking towards the group. "Do your worst," he says. The girl pumps her gun and fires. As the water arcs towards him, Bootstrap says, "Nothing can save me except for my trusty partner." With that, the water stops midair in front of his face and jets back towards his assailant. The kids squeal and disperse as the stream of water chases after their leader. "The sun's still out, and I'm already saving your life." Second Wave steps out from her hiding spot behind a tree. "Like the sun, you look radiant as usual." In his mind, she's fighting beside him, chasing after foes and embracing after long nights. "You'd think after a lifetime of interviews you could come up with a better line," she says. "You'd think after our history I wouldn't have to." "All right, Casanova, the hamburgers are ready, and you don't want to end up in the lake." She takes him by the arm, and the two head for the food. There was a time when Bootstrap was taller than his old partner, but time and wear have shrunk him. Second Wave has fared better in her years. She teaches Pilates at the community center and dyes her hair a deep brown every time her roots make an appearance. In his mind, she's still young. People shuffle around to make room at one of the foldable tables that have been set out for the occasion. "You can have my seat," a younger man says to Bootstrap. "Not until I have a plate." Bootstrap grabs himself a plastic plate and fills it with potato salad, coleslaw, beans. He rests a burger securely on top and takes his seat. "Hey there, thrill seeker. You forgetting something?" Second Wave is seated across from him with a grin on her face. He reaches into his pocket and grabs a small plastic bottle. One of the kids at the table looks at him with anticipation. "What's that, Bootstrap?" he asks. "They're super secret nanobots. Top scientists smush them into these little pills to help me fight crime." Bootstrap looks at Second Wave. "And heartburn," he adds. Later that evening, he finds himself wishing that he'd been more conscious about what he put into his stomach. It was unavoidable and worth it. His stomach has half of his attention, while the scratching at the door and whimpering of opportunity has the rest. "I promised you a walk, huh?" This is the cue for another chorus of barks. His recliner creaks forward as Bootstrap propels himself to his feet. "Let me get my coat." On his way out, he notices his cane resting neatly by the door. Another thing to carry. He grabs it anyway and sets off for his evening adventure with opportunity. It's early enough that he can still hear the party by the lake, although the fireworks have stopped. But Bootstrap chooses a different route this time, one that would be better for his antisocial mood. In his mind, he's on patrol. Further, there's something to patrol for. His stomach begins to settle and the movement becomes pleasant after a while. Often this late-night stroll is the highlight of his day. Opportunity sets the pace, tugging forward to inspect new spots in the grass, and Bootstrap takes everything in. He inspects each house as he moves past, noting faults in security or hiding places. The gate out front of the community is good and the checkpoints are sound, but the community is unaware. He's a few blocks into his new route and the neighborhood is quiet. A tug on Opportunity's collar slows him down a little bit and a shadowed figure enters his peripheral. Bootstrap keeps from turning his head to get a closer look. Surveillance requires subtlety. He manages to slow his pace enough that the figure across the street is in the lead. 5 foot 10 inches, looks about 180 pounds, probably male. The figure is moving at a good clip and Bootstrap trails behind. He maintains a line of sight. "Why do you have your hood up? What are you hiding?" The figure stops before the next house on the row and takes a moment to look around. Bootstrap is far enough behind to take cover behind a recycling bin. He pulls Opportunity in close and waits for a moment before peeking out from his cover. When he does, the suspect is gone. Bootstrap moves faster than his joints will let him, and he gets to the spot where the figure was standing. His ears perk up to the movement around the side of the house. He slows down, hugs the wall, hides in the shadows, and sees a young man standing under a second-story window. "Get him, Opportunity!" The golden retriever lets out a bark and runs towards the suspect. The kid is taken by surprise and turns tail. He's headed for the fence. Opportunity gives chase while Bootstrap kneels with his cane. He's holding it as though it were a rifle. In his mind, he's 6 feet tall again. He gives a twist at the end and a bolo flies towards his suspect's feet. The kid falls face first, just short of the wooden privacy fence. Flashing red and blue let Bootstrap know that he's won this fight. "Police, what's going on back here?" "Boys, I'm doing your job for you, that's what." Bootstrap motions to the young man lying on the ground. The two officers are followed by on-site security. One of the security officers shines her flashlight in the boy's face. "Are you okay, Everett?" she asks. "Old man jumped out and attacked me." He tries to sit up, but his arm is on fire. Opportunity is still barking and keeping tabs on him. "Will somebody control that dog?" one of the officers says as he moves towards the young man on the ground. "I'm the head of the neighborhood watch," Bootstrap says to the officer. "I saw this man casing this house." The security guard is kind enough to take Opportunity back home, and Bootstrap sits in a holding cell, staring at his feet. His eyes feel fuzzy, and the sound of the cell is dampened. "It's been a while since I posted bail for you." He snaps to attention. Second Wave is standing outside of the cell. "Come on, old friend. Let's get you home." He goes to stand, but his knees buckle, and he lands on the wooden bench. "What did I do wrong?" Bootstrap asks. "Do I have to explain it to you?" she responds. "Could you?" he asks. Second Wave sits next to him. "This isn't the first time," she says. "No?" Bootstrap looks at her. Confusion turns into resolve. "No! What did I do wrong?" "What do you want me to say?" she asks. Anger turns back into confusion. "How did I get here?" Bootstrap stands and takes a fighting position. "Where's Opportunity?" "Let's get you home." And that's the end of that story. I'm going to close with some proverbs that I wrote also a long time ago. Proverbs. A man in a bush is worth 2 in a thicket. 2 kids with shitty lemonade can't stand for nothing. If a snail barks at midnight, consider lowering your sodium intake. If your foot itches, don't scratch your shoe. If someone hands you a beer, take 3 and remember tomorrow. And that's it.
Yes, thank you, Jason. Nice proverbs.
Thank you.
Good. Words of wisdom. And dude, yeah, fantastic story, man. What, you said that was the first one you wrote?
That was one of the first.
Very cool.
That was actually what I presented to Ron Rash to get into his class.
Oh, cool.
You
And you got in.
Audition for the class. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, that must have been great to study with Ron Rash. Yes, best-selling author.
It's really, really awesome. I really like this idea, and I was enamored with this idea of superheroes getting old, and superheroes sort of phasing out of what's the word I'm looking for? Usefulness.
Retiring, becoming obsolete. On those things. Yeah, that's a great prompt. Yeah, I mean, I love that. Just as a thought for writing. Yeah.
Well, and I'm starting to see a lot more shows that are sort of tackling that idea, which is fun. So.
Oh yeah, cool. That must be doing something right then. Hey, very cool, man. Well, Jason, man, I'm glad you stopped by tonight. It's always good to see you.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad to be here. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I wanted to participate. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
sometimes it's a thrill to just get up and see what happens. So, thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, I hope to see you again real soon, Jason. Thanks for coming by tonight. Really
Yes,
appreciate
indeed.
it. All
Have a
right.
good one.
Take care. See you, Jason. Give it up one more time for Jason Huber. Yay. Yes. Always good to see Hubers. That's what's up, y'all. Thank you so much. We're here. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Y'all keep it locked right here. Brought to you by Sovereign Kava. And by the way, you can vote for us. Best of Mountain Express. Link right there. Our theme music tonight is by Max Milner. Our technical director is Caleb Beissert. We got a few more performers coming at you tonight. Here's some comments for Jason. Thanks for the comments. Keep them coming.
Your third grade teacher is playing electronic. Cold rain in the corner busting back. And look at that guy, the cross between Brian and Dave, an old woman and a skunk. And there's almost perfect evening.
Alright. We're going to move on here. We got Justin Blackburn on the mic next, the virtual mic. Then we got Jim and Emilio. And then we'll wrap it up for you tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Keep it locked here. You don't want to miss these next performers. The amazing Justin Blackburn is with us. Y'all got to make a whole bunch of noise, though. Give it up. What's up, Justin?
What's up?
Chilling. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing well, man. How are you doing?
Good, man. It looks like your face healed up.
Yeah. Hold up. It's all good.
Man. I know, man. That looked bad, man. I'm glad you got through that.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's that's wild. Yeah.
So I just got one new piece that I was gonna share tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'm good.
Just dropping one new
Actually,
piece on us?
I got two, because there's another poem I wrote about a couple weeks ago that I never shared.
Oh, cool. All kinds of new shit.
New shit.
Yeah. All right. We love new shit. That's what's up. I'll turn it over to you. Everybody give it up for Justin Blackburn.
Excellent. My name is Justin Blackburn. I'm the author of The Bisexual Christian Suburban Failure and Lightning Bipolar Blues. A lot of other books. If you like my stuff and you want to buy some of my books, let me know. I'm going to go. I got a new poem. Let me find. It's called That's My Rich White Family. This is a slam. That's my album, Unlearning White America. If you want to listen to that, it's also on Spotify. It's called That's My Rich White Family, which could have been on my album, but I did not make this. I just wrote this. So I made the album last year, and this is a new one. Here we go. In my rich white family, there's a saying. If you don't have anything nice to say, well, don't say anything at all. That's great advice, except when you're crying in your bedroom and your abuser is walking down the hall. Let me give my sister a call. Oh, she's not answering my phone again. I guess she's back with her abusive boyfriend. Oh, shit, she'd be pissed if she knew I told you that. My other sis is still mad. I told Dad her heroin addict boyfriend isn't paying rent, needs to go to rehab. But I'm the problem because I have a big mouth, not the guy spending all her money at the dope house. That's my rich white family. They fucked up, but I'm not allowed to say a word. That's my rich white family. What up? Everything's perfect up here in the burbs. Don't believe what you heard. Mom doesn't have a pill addiction. Jeez, that she refuses to acknowledge a treat. That's food for the birds. Dad isn't crying on his knees with an illness he doesn't think he can beat. They just bought another boat. That's the cure. Why don't you come to the lake? We can drink beer, eat steak, and see who can be more fake. You won't beat my rich white family with their silent white supremacist pride, just like way back when. That's my rich white family who keeps all their issues inside until their own hearts attack them. Oh, you know my brother? Yeah, everybody loves him. He's a corporate lawyer for the system. He keeps white-collar criminals out of prison so they can keep stealing from impoverished families so the rich stay richer and the poor can experience more fatalities. Yeah, he's an alcoholic who abuses his wife and kids, but we're quiet about that. He has quite the reputation. He'll hire somebody to beat you over the head with a baseball bat. That's my rich white family. If the neighbors don't know they're suffering, are they even really? That's my rich white family. It's very puzzling, but if they get away with murder, are they even guilty? People wonder why cops can kill black men and judges can send innocent black kids to private prisons. Well, that's how. They just do heinous criminal shit and everybody just closes their mouth. They tell you silence is golden, but really it's poisoning your own drink. It's how they condition a world of people to never speak by making them afraid of what others think. It's a tool they use to make your soul shrink. As small as my rich white families, who loves Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., so they're not totally disgraceful. So I'll end this with a quote from a man who had to suffer from all my rich white families living silently deceitful. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. That time came and went long ago. So open up your rich white throat and sing your truth like a goddamn angel. So that was that poem. Just finished it. And now I'm going to go with this last one. This is a poem. In life, you have a lot of friends. I mean, not everybody, but if you're blessed, you get a lot of friends. And then people kind of move on and change and grow. And maybe somebody's your best friend's not your best friend anymore, especially like childhood and all that kind of shit. So I wrote this poem about like people that are in your life and then they're not anymore. And it doesn't have a title yet. It's weird you're best friends with someone than not. One becomes a racist, another becomes a stockbroker, another one becomes a racist stockbroker. Some sexually harass your girlfriend's mother and blame her for it. Others fall in love with you to blame you for it. Others fall out of love with themselves and hate you because you won't ignore it. It's wild how you can share a soul, a heart, a drink, a woman, an ocean, a god, and when you see them years later, it's odd, as if the infinite light that connects all our lives didn't pour through bloodstreams at the exact same time into a river of eternal well-being the moment you reactivate the laughter that created memory. It's horrifying how you can have a lover literally become each other, then see her years later as a stranger in the grocery aisle. Is that still her smile? Is that still the one who revealed to you your pain in the rain made of sand on the beach? Every mirror reflected, now out of reach, every second gifted, lingering, only to teach you a lesson you never had to learn in the first place if you just kept that connection? These past energies are ghosts living within us, keeping us from living in our true identities until we bring them to light. They will continue to haunt us all day and all night. So, old friends, I say hello to your soul as I feel myself whole and remember to let those motherfucking good times roll. All right, that's my time. That's my poems.
And that's Justin Blackburn. Thank you, Justin. Great stuff, man. That was all pretty new.
That was all the first poem I wrote on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I had a slam at the Leaf Fest.
Oh yeah, cool.
Well, actually, I was wrong. I did the Leaf Festival Slam the week before and wrote a new poem for it.
Nice.
But I did a slam in Greenville.
Cool. Shout out to Greenville.
Yeah, shout out to Greenville Poets, Kimberly Sims, Moody Black.
Yep. Big
And it was
shout out.
it was
Love
the
them.
King of the
Friends of the
South
Open Mic.
Slam, and I did that poem, and
yeah,
it didn't really go. I mean, it went good, but it didn't go good enough to move on. But yeah, I had just written it this weekend. But last weekend it was really fun.
That's
Love
awesome,
writing
man.
poems.
Yeah, glad to see the slams coming back. Hopefully, Asheville Slam will come back too.
Yeah. I
Looking
just
forward to
gotta do it. I guess I'll create. Caleb moved.
Right.
So
of
that
course.
sucks. I guess still got my man Kevin Evans.
Kevin's here, yeah.
And Amalia. Hopefully Taylin.
Yeah.
Abby. I haven't heard from Abby in a while, but yeah.
Well, it's like reconnecting.
You're welcome to join the team if you ever wanted to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's talk, man. I definitely want to get out and do some poetry and stuff. So.
All right, man. Yeah,
we'll do that
let's
soon.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, you have a great one. Thank you to everybody everywhere, and y'all have a great time.
Definitely. Much love, Justin. Thank you
Much
for
love
the
to
poetry.
you too, man.
Absolutely.
Peace.
We'll see you real soon. Peace.
See you next
Give
week.
it up for Justin Blackburn. Indeed. Always great to have Justin Blackburn on the mic, joining us from here in Asheville. All right. I think next we're going to fly out to Chicago for a minute, and then I'll leave y'all with a few poems real quick before we run out of time here. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Technical Director Morgan Beissert. Thanks for all the comments. Here's some comments for Justin Blackburn. Y'all keep the comments coming, likes and shares. We really appreciate it. Please vote for us on Mountain Express, Best Open Mic, Poetry Open Mic Asheville at Sovereign Kava, and Best Kava Bar, of course, Sovereign Kava. Y'all check it out. We really appreciate the votes, and keep it locked here. Let's see if we got Emilio connected now from out in Chicago, live in Uptown Chicago. Very good. All right, let's go out there. Y'all make a whole bunch of noise. It's Emilio Maldonado.
What's up, partner?
What's up, E? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. You looking good, man? You out on the town?
Yes, I am. I'm in the neighborhood of Uptown. You can't really see it that
Now I can
well,
see some stuff, man.
but that's the Uptown Theater.
Looks cool. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, Uptown Theater in Chicago.
Yeah, it's a
Shout out.
100-plus-year-old building where they used to do vaudeville, and
Yeah.
it was a movie
I've heard of
palace, and yeah, it's been shut down for decades. But
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the thing I figured you'd get a big kick out of.
The fucking Green Mill.
That's
Yo.
right, baby.
Yo. And we were just talking about Slam. Folks, for those of you who don't know, show us.
There it is.
That right there is where Slam started. Right behind Amelia, right there, man. That's history, right there. That's incredible. Are they open back up?
Yes, they've been open. What they were
Nice.
doing. See, where you got this little patio area.
Oh
So
yeah, cool. Yeah,
they had
outdoor stuff.
They actually had a stage set up there.
No
like
shit.
Like in the window, in the front window.
Fucking
like
yeah.
right there. And then over here was just like a small little, area for people to sit and chill and listen to the different jazz and stuff. Yeah.
That's
the
fucking
Green Mill is a
awesome, dude.
jazz club.
Yeah.
And it's the oldest bar in Chicago, and it's one of the oldest bars in the country.
Yeah. It was like Al Capone used to hang out there.
I was
right?
gonna say
Yeah.
Al Capone used to own this place.
Oh yeah.
This is when this was
So
a
he
definite
did.
speakeasy. Yeah, there's still not rumored, like for real, subterranean tunnels here that they would use to bring in the bootleg liquors.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
yeah, man.
Little
this
piece
is-
of history.
Yeah. Green Mill.
That's fantastic, man.
Nobody wants to see my face. Check that out.
The Green Mill. Lit up, looking good. I'm glad to
Yeah.
see that, man.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
a
yeah.
while since I've been to Chicago, but I've walked down that street for sure.
Oh man, I've been coming
Love it.
to the mill since I was just telling you these guys that I'm hanging out with. I've been coming to the Green Mill for almost 30 years since
Yeah.
since I was 19. This is
That's
one of the
amazing.
because the neighborhood was so fucked up back then that with just some weak ass ID, my clean cut ass could get in here. Well, back then I was clean cut.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly like scary looking either, but I'm just saying like I was like short haircut, no facial hair, and I was wearing a collared shirt. And around here, this was a hard neighborhood back then.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But anyhow,
So, yeah, man. So have you seen our friend Carl Raldunas lately? What's Carl Raldunas up to, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Carl Raldunas, man, he hadn't been up there.
No, I haven't seen.
We might have to check in with Carl later.
Okay.
But dude, shit. All right, yeah, we're damn, it's been a long night. We're short on time here. Do you have some poems for us tonight?
I
You gonna
do,
spit
I
some
do.
poems outside the Green Mill?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
Dude,
I brought.
fuck yeah.
And I thought about, since this is a jazz club and
Yeah.
the music that's playing tonight is gypsy jazz.
Right
So
on. Yeah.
I picked
Jazz
three
with me.
poems
Yeah.
to kind of hit that vibe.
All right.
So,
I'm all about it.
right.
I'm going to turn it over to you, E. We're going to sit back and listen. This is Emilio Maldonado live from outside the legendary Green Mill in Chicago. Y'all give it up.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have that open. All right. Flailing. I'm stared at by every angry. Hold on, let me. Whatever. You already saw the fucking mill. I'm not gonna worry about it. Flailing. I'm stared at by every angry brown-skinned male. I've been cursed with that invader hue of protection. Running with the ghosts of the sexiest lips I ever kissed. Like a Platonian idea of soft. Flailing. Flailing. I'm falling down the fourth rabbit hole this week. Been using the drink me glass with amazing familiarity. I'm a warehouse of fading memories. The old booze sticks a little less. The used to be hotness is wore out. Like eerie skin tough. Leather smiles make me go limp now. It's a new night and it's a tripping balls in Pilsen with the crazy Bosnian gypsy. A cockroach crawled up out of the crack on the hipster bar. She left to piss and get rolling. The magic behind, inside them hips, that half a smile, mostly from her eyes. Demon rum? They never met a gypsy. At least not this gypsy, coño. I wake up spent on a desert floor. 700-year-old bricks and 17-cent plaster surround the room I'm in. I wish I was here once more. I look forward to remembering the drums, the awful seared-in smell of 30 dancing men and women, cunts, hairy armpits, curtains of lust separated me from eager virtues. That's one. Sorry, I gotta put you down. It's windy. I went down to St. James Infirmary. Saw my baby there. She was stretched out on a long white table. So cold, so sweet, so fair. I charge a terrible price. Save my life. Throw me a line. Throw me a life. A tenor horn begins to float for us every day with you. I've thrown away more happiness than I can bear, baby. Let me call you, baby. I've got something on my mind. You're on my mind, don't mind me. Losing my mind. Never you mind, mine, mine, baby. Let me call you, baby. Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she can look this wide world over. She'll never find a sweet man like me. Save my life. I ask a terrible price. The world goes silent. You smiled at me. Did you hear? She smiled at me. I wish I could say it was rage and or fucking Miguel there. A knight slashing a ghost, but he had pizzazz. There was something there. She smiled. A terrible price. I've not eaten sweetness in decades. A whimper looks at me askance. Raised eyebrows of a lowbrow love. If I only had a mule, instead, I'm a jackass. Throw me a rope, baby. Can I call you, baby? Save my life. When I die, I want you to dress me straight lace shoes, box back coat, and a Stetson hat. Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain, so the boys don't know I died standing pat. Bones cracked into the marrow, cracked open, and the stars can only do star things. Every day she smiled before and since. Mine, I liked mine best, baby. Saved my life. Resolution and Coltrane can wait. Crescendos just ache, aching to show off. I don't mind smiles I never feel. I've got something on my mind. Windmills that need a rust-caked rage, and I laugh. Baby, can I call you? Baby? I've thrown away more happiness than I can bear. I've got something on my mind. Goosebumps just exploded from my chest. This cosmic reckoning, this precious life. I ask a terrible price. I've got work to do. I want 6 crap shooters to be my pallbearers. 3 pretty women to sing a song. Sing a jazz band on my hearse wagon. Raise hell as I stroll along. Sorry to put you down. It's so windy. Oh, okay. I said stop, wind. Sorry, thank you. This is my jazz poem. Vibing on Lester. Floating. You ever see music float? Skipping notes on the surface of the beat. Loneliness, way that humbles me. The real hard knock life. Creating for years without appreciation, that's Lester there in the first chair. Playing for the original heads, playing with air, you dig? Mom's first love. A Jesse Tree of funk, playing with air. President of the tenors. My man Lester. My man. My man Lester. I've seen his tag on the retired subway cars of artists who've moved me. Mom's first love. He hurt her bad. I can tell, because it hurts her to even hear his name. Crazy, man, crazy. Head cocked to the side, pork pie on straight, holding a tenner sideways like a thug like a thug holding a 9, chasing the melody. Yeah. Crazy, man, crazy. Head cocked to the side, pork pie on straight, holding a tenner sideways like a thug holding a 9, chasing the melody. Call the cats sisters. Know what I mean, daddy? Crazy, man. Crazy. All alone in this world. We die alone. But living alone? Damn, sucker. Sad eyes tell the tale. Strange fruit in those times. But come back, rewind to the first chair days. Making the cats the cool cats. Oh my God. And damn, sucker. With that air you just played. Made love to Billy Lady Day with your air, with your soul. All the other sisters had to show us they were men, but you, man, blowing up, throwing down, made the sisters the cool cats. Damn, sucker. And all this truth, all this wasn't enough. Wrote the cautionary tale, the portrait of the artist as a young man, made those who loved you sad. The cats wanted you back. But those strange fruit days, you were where you could only be doing a backstroke in bourbon for a little while. For a little while, even lost your mind on that moonshine for a little while. And you lost your lady. You and Billy were in the same way. Blues creatures. Had lost the damn sucker, the air you was playing was weak now. And the lady had lost her luster. They got fine and mellow one day. And the cats cried. You held Lady Day in your delicate air, and you were still the president of the tenors. All right, I'm done.
That's Emilio Maldonado. Thank you so much, Emilio.
Thank you. Was that all right?
From uptown Chicago. That was fantastic, dude. It was great to hear you speak some poetry out on the streets with so much history right there, man. That was a beautiful performance. Thank you for treating us to that tonight.
I'm glad you dug it.
Yep. The Green Mill right there.
Yeah.
Very good, dude.
It's a beautiful sign.
Yep.
I have one little piece of Green Mill kind of funny trivia.
Lay it on us.
Not funny, interesting. In, I believe it was 1980, there was a movie that was filmed in Chicago. And this is when movies filmed in Chicago were very rare. It'd be set in Chicago, but everybody always wanted to set. Yeah, they'd always just want to film in New York and be in New York. If it was set in Chicago, it'd be a Hollywood backlot or studio. But anyhow, so there was a movie with James Caan, who was one of the characters from The Godfather, played Sonny. Anyhow, he made this movie in 1980 called Thief. It's actually a pretty cool movie. It just involves a guy who's, always been like a cat thief, and he's just kind of trying to get out on his own terms, and stuff like that. Betrayal, good Chicago action in it. And this sign for that movie, the original sign that was here, was blown up. So the Green Mill sign that we see here, even though this is an incredibly old bar, is from about 1980 instead of 1920.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the original one was blown up for the movie.
Oh, wow.
But then they replaced it, virtually the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, that's all the facts I got.
That's great, man.
Was that a bad story? Was that like saying I saw James, or I know someone who saw James Joy eating Frankfurters? Okay, good. I had to try to get that quote out.
I saw Owen Wilson once in Asheville. I don't know. No. No, that's great, man. Thanks for the history, Emilio. It's always good to see you. Thanks for bringing something cool for us tonight, man. You rock.
Big hugs,
And
big hugs. Love you guys.
Absolutely. Thank
Morgan,
you, dude.
thanks for helping me out.
Indeed, helping me too. And we'll check in with you soon, Emilio. Thanks for coming through tonight. Peace, dog. Everyone, give it up for Emilio Maldonado, live from the Green Mill in Chicago. Thanks, E. Amazing. That's right, Emilio Maldonado. They're going wild. Very good. Oh, man. It's nice to be back in Chicago for a little bit. All right. We're back here in Asheville, coming at you live. Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Thanks to our sponsor, Sovereign Kava. Vote for us on Mountain Express Best Of, please. Thanks to Technical Director Morgan Beissert. Thanks, everyone, for the comments. Comments here for Emilio. Josh Gaines, shout out. What's up, dog? Oh, yeah, looking for it. And fantastic stuff. I'm going to leave y'all with a few poems and get out of here real quick. Thanks for joining us tonight for Poetry Open Mic Asheville. It's always a pleasure. Alright. I'm going to do a little Jane Hirschfield for you. Then some originals, then some Remy. This is Hirschfield. Let them not say. Let them not say we did not see it. We saw. Let them not say we did not hear it. We heard. Let them not say they did not taste it. We ate. We trembled. Let them not say it was not spoken, not written. We spoke. We witnessed with voices and hands. Let them not say they did nothing. We did not enough. Let them say, as they must say something, a kerosene beauty. It burned. Let them say we warmed ourselves by it, read by its light, praised, and it burned. Couple originals. This one's called Postmodern Landscape. This was published in Pioneer Town. Shout out. An extra large pizza box skids through a street in high wind. Cigarette pack curls softly under the streetlight. Grocery bags whip in rushes of fishless river. Tire tracks sink across not so vast meadow. A host of golden daffodils blooms from cracked strip mall concrete, lonely as cloud. Gone and went both are times to paint a bird's nest woven of nylon strands. Chirrups echo on the walls. And you can't see it, but the letters down the side spell out DNA code. All right, this is Back to the Garden after Alan Wiseman, who wrote a book called The Earth Without Us. Continents of plastic bottles drifting on open oceans, the rise and swell of milk jugs and tufts of bubble wrap that even the undiscerning sea cannot swallow. Birds drop seeds of foreign trees that grow among steel girders, high on suspension bridges, bridges above rivers, cutting rivers that find a way. Everything finds a way to the rivers, to the seas, where phytoplankton feed on the polyethylene we bathe in, and even in the destruction, the mother radiation, our brother petroleum, old father concrete, the cracking of steel, sure as magnetism. Roots creep back, invisible fibers web. Swoop of cranes land so weightless they don't set off the mines. In a valley of setting sun like endangered seraphim, they clean feathers slowly, work they're used to, same as the forest. phoenixes from grasses and shrubs again and again through countless sunrises, countless by our tiny numbers, lost to our inky memory. Air and Space Museum. On top of the stone steps, through glass doors that spin, jetliner cut open, autopsied, blue seats, buzzard eye yellow lights. Want to see the lunar lander, wrapped in gold foil, a big toy I'm not allowed to touch. More stairs, another room. The Enola Gay, my mother whispers to me. And this one's called Dawning. Around the white pine, cliticide mushrooms poke through damp earth and dead leaves after a thunder shower. The forest home to many species who enjoy privacy and safety. The trees are poets here. They know. The birds, philosophers. They question and argue. I have been sitting on an old stump by the pond, staring into the water. And I'll leave you with some Rumi. Thanks for riding with us tonight. This is Bonfire at Midnight. A shout comes out of my room where I've been cooped up. After all my lust and dead living, I can still live with you. You want me to. You fix and bring me food. You forget the way I've been. The ocean moves and surges in the heat of the middle of the day, in the heat of this thought I'm having. Why aren't all human resistances burning up with this thought? It's a drum and arms waving. It's a bonfire at midnight on the top edge of a hill. This meeting with you again. The guest house. This being human is a guest house. Each morning a new arrival. A joy. A depression. A meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. A little Romeo of the Barks translation. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the comments. Thank you. Glad y'all had a good time. Thank you very much. Really appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time on Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Vote for us on Mountain Express. I'm your host, Caleb Beissert. Our technical director is Morgan Beissert. Our sponsor is Sovereign Kava. Thanks to all the performers. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. Take care.
Yeah.